you'd miss so much. He's a scholar of boxing, and there's probably not a man alive who knows more about the all-time greats. He could talk to you about like Harry Greb and Jack Johnson and Stanley Ketchel. He talk to you about guys that like you never heard before.
Even the
decided from this moment on to recognize me as the scholar of boxing. That's it, Jim. The rope when he got hit with the beautiful shot back and forward. That's the right. That's the right. And leans back and forward with the right hand. People don't know shit about boxing at all. Did you get what you were looking for?
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Goddamn genius. Motherfucking genius of all genius. Master of all motherfucking masters. Man, we got a good one. We got a good one today. Like always, always on time. This might be the earliest live I've ever showed up to. The earliest. Yeah. I do my thing. I do my thug fizzle. Always on time. That's why people love me. Other than this fire that I drop over here. Like a motherfucking dragon. Goddamn genius. So yeah. So much shit to catch up on, so little time. First off, goddamn Dillian Whyte. Goddamn Dillian Whyte. How the fuck did they not have this fight on any platform? People couldn't find a stream. People couldn't find a fight. This was awful. First off, the fight itself was fucking trash. I'm gonna just keep it what it is. You know what I mean? Call it what it is. Yeah, the fight itself was just complete fucking trash. Not only was the fight trash, but I mean, the result of the fight was trash. Both of the fighters look completely awful. Every fighter, I want you to pay attention to this. Every single fighter that get a positive drug test, they always look really, really crappy their next fight. And it's not just exclusive to Dillian Whyte, Canelo, fucking all the guys, fucking Jarrell Miller, all the guys who give a positive steroid test. That just shows you how much of the game is mental. That something as small as a steroid test could make you go out and have a bad performance. You know what I mean? Or it could just be that the steroids was helping them out so much. I mean, but even that, it could be placebo. They could be believing that the steroids help them out and give them such a greater advantage that if they're not on the steroids, they don't feel completely confident. I mean, yeah, that could be a possibility, but they always have horrible performances. Like when people be asking me my picks, because they love the genius, you know what I mean? They believe in the geniuses. Well, like when people be asking my picks, if there's a guy who has a failed steroid test, I always go against that guy. Like Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez has not looked the same since his positive test. He has not only has he not looked the same, but he looks like a below average fighter now. People are just walking through him. He's a guy that's going to build your guy's record up through his reputation and name alone. He's essentially still supposed to technically be in his prime, but he's still washed up and past his prime, and you could build your fighter's record up off of him just because of that positive steroid test. I can't think of one fighter who's ever had a positive steroid test who looked good after it. I'll give you another one. Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones was fantastic in his prime, but when Roy Jones had that positive test, he kind of showed a whole bunch of slippage. And like I said, it could be the mental aspect. It could be the fact they have to stop taking the drug that they get busted for, or be smarter about their dosages. It could be a combination of both, but the fighters do not look the same. And Dillian Whyte was no different. Dillian Whyte looked like absolute trash in that fight. And because they couldn't stream the fight or find the fight, the word on the street was that they wasn't allowing cameras in there. But I remember looking at an article online, and the article basically said that Dillian Whyte versus Kristen Hammer was going to be on ESPN Plus. So I waited for that fight because I have ESPN Plus. You know what I mean? I was just going to go in there and give y'all some of the best commentary on YouTube. But I mean, we didn't get that. We didn't get that. Allegedly, there was no cameras in there, and we ended up getting a fucking fight that was on a Sunday. You know what I mean? That was like in a fuck. It was like Kimbo Slice backyard fight. It was like the fuck was a Don King promotion? Like what the fuck was going on? Remember Don King promoted AB versus the Lawyer? It was similar to that shit. We didn't get what we expected. And let me tell you the most funny part about this, right? So I ain't gonna say the YouTuber name because I really like this person, but somebody did a fucking fight stream party, right? And the chat was fucking lit, full of people. It was a lot of people in the chat. And what were all those people there for? To get a free fight. Like, you can't make this shit up. I see YouTubers post, hey man, who got the link to the fight? It's like so crazy because when it's their favorite fighter, they will pay-per-view shame you. Y'all heard that term here first. I think I might get a trademark so I can sue some of these YouTubers. But they will pay-per-view shame you. Meaning like, oh, you not a real fan, you a casual. You ain't buying the fights. But they don't buy the fights either. They only buy the fights of the fighter who they like. So don't criticize other people for doing the exact same or for never buying a fight for that matter. If you're saying you're in a sport where boxing don't give you the fights that you want, and then you pick a favorite fighter and you only support that favorite fighter and you only buy his pay-per-views, you're just like the people who don't buy no pay-per-views. There's a slight difference between y'all. Like I said, skinniest kid at fat camp type shit. So yeah, it just showed me how many people wanted to stream this fight. Everybody was looking for the link. Nobody was like, man, how do I purchase this fight? Everybody said, where the fuck is the link at? So that right there showed me that shit. Everybody on boxing is all on the same accord. So let's stop complaining about this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. You know I was going to do a shameless plug. Let's stop complaining about this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. Let's get this free Netflix shit. Netflix won't allow you to have burner accounts so we can have fight parties. I think I'm going to have a fight party. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a fight party and invite people over and we can fit and enjoy this fucking fight. I'm going to put it up on the big screen, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. But since y'all couldn't go to the Dillian Whyte fight or stream the fight, I'm going to bring the fight to y'all at the risk of my own life. Like I said, you cannot risk entertainment, brother. You got to entertain. I got to entertain the people. So check this out. They might flag my stream, but we finna fucking watch it. So this is Dillian Whyte, the Dillian Whyte fight. Somebody recorded it ringside. As you see, mind you, Kristen Hammer is a guy that's been knocked out by Luis Ortiz. Kristen Hammer is the guy that Luis Ortiz used to get a tune-up and stay active to get the Deontay Wilder rematch after he was knocked out devastatingly the first time. Kristen Hammer is a guy that I think Travis Kaufman beat him up. He's a guy that you use to build your record. He's one of those guys. He don't take dives, but he's not at an elite level. He's no more than a fucking bar fighter or a fucking sparring partner. That's what he is ultimately. But yeah, this is Dillian Whyte and him fighting. You see Dillian Whyte looks awful. He looks fat, out of shape. He looks even worse than he looked after the Frank Martin fight. Like, I don't know if Buddy McGirt is still in his corner because he's not fighting that style. Buddy McGirt had him doing more of the crossover defense, and I don't see him doing that, so I don't think Buddy McGirt is still in his corner. But he looks awful. He looks awful. He looks sluggish. He's trying to counter. He's all out of position. Fat. Oh, my God. He just looks awful against Kristen Hammer. Mind you, Luis Ortiz blew Kristen Hammer out of the water at a very old age. A lot of people believe Luis Ortiz is closer to fucking 50 plus. And he was using Kristen Hammer as a tune-up to get back into the fight with Deontay Wilder, a rematch. And he looked better than Dillian Whyte looks, and Dillian Whyte's younger in here. But remember what I told you, fighters never look the same. See right there, look, Dillian Whyte rolling from punches. Look, he hitting Dillian Whyte to the body. So yeah. So I do see Dillian Whyte using some of that Buddy McGirt style just now. He wasn't using it as much as he was using the first fight, but just now when he dipped his head down, he did it. But yeah, he looks awful. He looks awful. And Kristen Hammer, I think he stopped him. In this fight. He said Whyte looks smaller and fat, maybe less roids. Definitely. Whyte is finished. Yep. Whyte said Hammer is a coward, yet he took PEDs. Salute to my people on the road tuning in. What's up, Reg? But yeah, man, he looked awful in this fucking fight, bro. Cutting the ring down. He just this shit looked awful. You know what it looked? It looked exactly like Jarrell Miller, ironically. Jarrell Miller, after Jarrell Miller tested positive for like fucking every substance under the sun, this motherfucker was like glowing in the dark and shit. After that fight, after that failed test, And after he failed it again and was suspended, he came back looking just like Dillian Whyte body wise, belly hanging over his trunks, got really, really fatigued fast, looked awful, threw less punches. He looked exactly like Dillian Whyte looked awful. And basically people was trying to nip at the O that he had. They were trying to nip at the name or the O. That's what Dillian Whyte is at this point in his career. He's going to be a guy that's a good name, you know what I mean? But really ain't got nothing left. If I'm Oscar Rivas, I'm trying to get that rematch. If I'm AJ, I'll use him as a tuna, stay busy fight, you know what I mean? Until Tyson Fury and Usyk handle their business, I use him as a tune-up. Dillian Whyte is just a name at this point. He's awful. His career is over. His career is over. He showed me he's nothing without the steroids. So yeah, I see him employing the style, the Archie Moore cross arm defense. So he might still be with Buddy McGirt. I just ain't heard nothing from Buddy's end, so that was made me assume. And then he wasn't fighting with it like coming out in the first round. Maybe Buddy just taught him to use that defense whenever he's tired. See, the referee takes him off and warn him. Dillian Whyte taking a whole bunch of deep breaths. Dillian Whyte's jab is not crisp. Oh my God, he just looks awful. If I was to show people Dillian Whyte when he fought Oscar Rivas and show them now, they would think it was at least a 10 to 15 year difference in between the fights instead of what it actually is. So yeah, he looks awful in this fight. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Like I've seen more athletic. James Toney probably had this same build, but still was better than Dillian Whyte because he actually has skills. Dillian Whyte just got steroids. That was the base of his strength. Steroids and his belief in the steroids. Look, I see why they didn't put this shit on TV now. But Jarrell Miller was on TV. That's what I'm saying. It don't even make any sense why they didn't put no cameras in this bitch. He said, "I've seen better fights at the bar." That's hilarious. See how deep he breathing? Coming for this is Joseph threw an event in San Antonio, and it was a heavyweight on there that was out of shape, like to this degree. I'd rather watch that guy fight 10 times over than watch this shit. This shit is awful, especially for a guy that's made $1 million in the sport. A lot of people said in the comment section I seen, they said Tyson Fury ruined him. Man, the steroids ruined him. Abusing steroids ruined him. That ain't got shit to do with no Tyson Fury. If that's the case, AJ ruined him. AJ knocked him out first. See him singing. He just looks awful. Falling off balance just from throwing shots. He looks off. Can't put punches together. He making Kristen Hammer look like a fucking world beater. This is supposed to be a tune-up fight. He just got lucky that Kristen Hammer was long in the tooth, and you know what I mean? Like, he don't got anything left in the sport of boxing. He'd have been knocked out a whole bunch of times. He don't have anything left to offer him. He said, "Don't worry. Once he step up, he'll get ice." Yeah, exactly. He said, "Battle of the pharmacies, Whyte versus Miller, hilarious. A gatekeeper just like Chisora." I say Chisora got more fight than him. I seen better fights at a bar. He said he can fight Joe Joyce. That actually would be a good fight for Joe Joyce. He said Fury straight up punked Whyte, and rightfully so after his performance. Yeah, that would be a good fight. I wouldn't mind. If I'm Joe Joyce and his people, that's what I would say. A stay busy fight. I'll fight probably maybe 2-3 months after this and fight a Dillian Whyte to get the name and the confidence for Joe Joyce. That would be a good fight. Because Joe Joyce would obviously beat the shit out of Dillian Whyte. Not busy enough. It's like he was fat for the Tyson Fury fight. He was fat for the Tyson Fury fight and out of shape. And he just kept that shit going. Like his desire and passion for the sport. Which is crazy, man, because after Dillian Whyte beat Oscar Rivas, and then he got knocked out by what's that dude, Povetkin, and he went back and knocked him out. Dillian Whyte became my favorite fighter, bro. I'm like, that's throwback shit, bro. You fight the fighter that knocked you out, like you knocked him out the first time. That's some throwback shit right there. That's some Joe Frazier type mentality shit. So I loved it, bro. Come to find out, this motherfucker juicing, and his confidence was in the needle and the PED pushers that gave him the shit. That was the confidence. Because look, the confidence just went. It just evaporated. He does not look the same. He don't look the same to when he was icing motherfuckers. It's not a coincidence. He said, "Hey, Scholar, what's up, DJ?" He said, "Joyce is coming back to get into that Saudi mix." Oh, shit, can you blame him? I'm trying to get into the Saudi mix too. I might do a whole video and send it to His Excellency. Shit, I'm trying to get in that Saudi money too, brother. You see how they throwing punches? They look like they slapping and shit. They can't get their whole body into the shot because they so fucking fatigued from being so much out of shape. So they basically like just clubbing and slapping. See how he arm punches? That's what happens when you remember I tell you when you get tired and you're lazy, the technique is the first thing to go. He over there slapping with the shots because he can't put his body into it because by his condition and by his mental and physical condition, he's not taking steroids anymore. And then his physical condition, look, see they throw that big shot and he's off balance. Can't even keep balance. That's a sign of a shot fighter or a fighter that's tired. When they throw punches and they can't keep their balance. That's all in your technique and spinal cord. Get technical with it. He said he was juicing in both Povetkin fights, if you ask me. Well, I mean, shit, the evidence shows if you find one rat, you know there's several. Nah, this fight's not going on now, bro. The fight's been over. He said this fight is going on now. Nah, it's been over. Whyte won. They said Whyte won by stoppage, but I mean, looking at the clip, the guy, Christian Hammer must have just quit in his corner. He must have just quit in his corner. That's why Whyte ended up winning. But that was awful, bro. Like two guys that, like, both of them was so tired that they were about to piss on themselves. Like, I don't want to see that shit again. I don't know about y'all, but that shit was awful. Could not believe that. But like, put that shit on free TV, man. We couldn't even find a link for that shit. Like, bro, somebody look. If it was me, bro, I would have went to the fucking fight and did exactly what that person did ringside, which is show y'all to fight for free. He said, "When was this? I didn't know he was fighting." Exactly, bro. What's the point of Hammer going on? Yeah, I agree. Hammer had already been paid by that point. You're right. What's the reason for him going on? But this is the shot that they had with Dillian Whyte. This wasn't the same. This wasn't the same fight. Was this Photoshop? Like, what the fuck? This is not what happened. Dillian Whyte didn't knock him down like Muhammad Ali standing over fucking Sonny Liston, screaming and yelling at him. I'm like, bro, the hype, bro. The hype. Y'all don't believe the hype, man, because that is not what we just saw or just witnessed. We seen an old man that didn't have faith in his ability because he's not on steroids anymore, and then he didn't enhance his ability because he's not on PEDs anymore, and he was fatigued. He couldn't keep his balance after throwing big shots. He was throwing a lot of arm punches because he didn't want to get his body involved because he was trying to conserve energy. We seen a lot of fucking nothing. He said, "I'm glad to see what not to do as a new person learning boxing techniques. I'm out of shape, but I am starting to work out. Just keep working out." George Foreman was out of shape in the comeback, but he appeared to be out of shape like Andy Ruiz before the AJ fight. They appear to be out of shape, but really they just consume a lot of calories, and their body stores the calories how it stores the calories, and they can work their ass off. Sometimes their body just stay like that. I just seen a video of George Foreman today in his comeback saying that they was like, "George, you were a little heavier than expected." He's like, "Because I consume a lot of calories, but I work my ass off. He's like, I'm doing a whole bunch of miles. I'm doing this. I'm chopping wood, et cetera, and still weight won't fall off." So, I mean, maybe got to get a dietitian, or maybe I'll just keep doing you, bro. Just keep doing you. Keep working out. Master the fundamentals, and everything else will fall into place. Said, "Can't believe I used to respect this guy." Yeah, bro. Like I said, Dillian Whyte used to be my favorite fighter in the sport, bro. I just like that mentality, bro. That when he fought Povetkin, that you knocked me out, but I'm gonna fight you the next fight, like I knocked you out. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You don't see that much. Like Joe Frazier, as mean as Joe Frazier was, he wasn't even like that. When Joe Frazier fought George Foreman that second time, he showed him a ton of respect. He started trying to fight off his back foot. But yeah, that shows a level of confidence. You know, Ali was like that. Ali would fight you the second time like he won the first. And I just love it to see that out of fighters. And I felt like he had that, but he only had that because of the needle, the juice that he was taking. He said diet issues, but Foreman still whooped people. I wouldn't even say necessarily diet issues. He was eating really healthy in his comeback. They would show what he was eating. He would show himself eating burgers and being this jolly guy, but he wasn't doing that, bro. He was actually taking the sport really serious. He was eating right. He was doing all the things that you're supposed to do as a fighter. That was marketing. That was him trying to sell burgers and sell grills, etc. But nah, he wasn't like that, bro. He actually was the complete opposite. But yeah, so for those of y'all just tuning in, man, I'm gonna show this shit one more time, and then we'll move on from this Dillian Whyte stuff. Because, like I said, I wanted to do a live today, but I didn't get to do the live because they made this fucking fight in fucking on Club Epstein Island or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they had going on, but nobody was able to see it. But just notice the sluggishness of Dillian Whyte. Fucking can't put his punches together, can't throw more than one punch, conserving his energy. He just looked awful. He looked awful. He could barely even bend. See, that's another thing people don't even really understand or talk about. The more weight that you gain, right? Go look at James Toney. James Toney was a fucking efficient, cold ass fighter, right? James Toney, when he had the round belly, he got caught by Hasim Rockman. And he got caught because he didn't have the mobility. When you gain weight, it ain't just in your stomach area. It's your hips. It's everything that makes you fluent. So you become more stiff. You become more of a less of a moving target. You do it to yourself. You essentially put body shots on yourself without even fucking knowing it. So that's what Dillian Whyte looks like in this fight. He looks less mobile. He's less nimble on his feet. He looks awful. Oh my God, he looks so awful. Can't believe this shit. Like, I cannot believe this. Like, I cannot believe, like I said, like boxing fans said, this is a guy I used to have great respect for, and looks like trash. Resting in between his shots not having any effect. That's another thing that jumped out to me. Like, yeah, the steroids definitely was helping him because Christian Hammer is not fighting like a guy that respects his power. He's fighting like a guy that believes he can win. Like I said, this guy was knocked out by Luis Ortiz, a 50-year-old man that was trying to get a rematch with Deontay Wilder. That's who Christian Hammer was knocked out by. And I ain't gonna lie, Christian Hammer hurt Luis Ortiz in that fight. And Luis Ortiz is another one. Luis Ortiz, if you go look at Luis Ortiz before he fought, was it Brian Jennings? He looked damn near unbeatable because he had good technique coupled with explosiveness and power. But he had a failed drug test. And like I said, fighters never look the same after the failed drug test because they don't have the enhancement of the drug or the confidence that they took the drug, like the EPO that can make you have stamina for all 12 rounds. Could you imagine Mike Tyson on EPO in his prime? Bro, that dude would be fucking unstoppable. He'd be like a fucking video game character at the end. He said, why did Foreman look like he did? It's just old age, bro. His metabolism slowed down. And he was a big guy too. He said because he was old, not juicing. Okay, oh, he answered it for me. He said Epstein Island is where Dillian Whyte B sample is. Juice Room Boxing HQ. That's hilarious. He said, I give Jake Paul a chance against this guy at this point. Hilarious. You think Jake Paul could beat Dillian Whyte? That's fucking hilarious. But yeah, Dillian Whyte looks awful. He looks awful in this fight. Like I said, I cannot believe this is the same guy. Like I said, watch. I'm gonna do an experiment. Look, he like he about to go right there when Hammer's catching him with left hooks and right hooks. It like he was about to fade there. He looks. You know what he looks like? Have you ever had a dream and you're fighting your hardest in the dream, and the guy is standing there laughing at you, or nothing is happening? That's what he looks like right here. Like he's not seeing the effect of his shots. Like he's not gaining the respect of Christian Hammer because he has nothing on his jab. He's not throwing combinations. His jab is not even snapping him back, or it's barely moving him. That doesn't look like the Dillian Whyte of, especially you got an aging guy in fucking Christian Hammer. This is who, if DJ, if you're a heavyweight and I was your manager / promoter, I would throw you in there with a guy on the level of a Christian Hammer. This is like all of 40 opponents that Deontay Wilder KO'd at the beginning of his career. That's what this looks like. See him holding on for dear life, trying to back him up. That's crazy. Then putting his forearm on him, leaning all on him and stuff. Like this is awful, bro. This is fucking awful. I cannot believe this shit, bro. Right? Like it's unbelievable. Then the fact that they put this shit, like we knew that he was fighting, but we didn't know the result. Like we couldn't see the actual fight. Man, them guys knew exactly what they was doing. They knew Dillian Whyte was gonna look awful in his performance, so they didn't want to fucking televise it. They might as well just not announce it and just had to fight. Like Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz had a fight recently and nobody knew about it. That's what they should have did, because with them announcing the shit, they made people want to tune into the fight. And then everybody's looking for it and nobody could find the fight. And then lo and behold, somebody pull out their camera ringside and we see it and we're like, oh, this motherfucker looks awful. Look, dig with a right uppercut to the body has no effect on Christian Hammer. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, Christian Hammer's right here is at this point is he's broken. It's a broken fighter. He's more fatigued and more fat. And I don't even know if Christian Hammer's ever abused steroids in his life. Maybe he should have. Maybe if he abused steroids, we'd be talking about him instead of Dillian Whyte. Hilarious. Yeah, they're just winging a whole bunch of punches, falling off balance. And then I think right here is where he doesn't come out. He doesn't come out the corner, and Dillian Whyte ends up winning. Said Whyte and Wilder should fight. Wilder would knock Whyte's block off. One thing you could never accuse Deontay Wilder of being is out of shape. He has the body. He has the body to where he could eat a lot, you know what I mean, and maneuver through weights like a Thomas Hearns. He said widescreen, Eddie was going to substitute AJ for Canelo at one point. Said, I think he was juiced his whole career. Oh, absolutely. I'm glad I didn't see this. Even the TV people knew it was not to broadcast it. Facts. Ortiz was like 44 or 45. Still looks better than Dillian Whyte. I agree. See, look, Dillian Whyte's backs is on the bro. I could come off the couch right now and fucking Christian Hammer's not gonna have me with my back against the ropes, bro. That right there should tell you what type of shape that Dillian Whyte is in, bro. This is wild, bro. Hitting him with right hands to the body, backing him up, and Dillian Whyte doesn't even have the proper balance to counter. Just looks awful, bro. He looks awful. I think Derek Chisora could beat Dillian Whyte now at this point, and they're both washed up. I think Derek Chisora has a little bit more left in the reserves. Said Whyte versus Ngannou next. I think Ngannou would knock fucking. Well, I ain't even thinking shit. Ngannou would catch Dillian Whyte hook because he liked the hook and hook simultaneously and knock Dillian Whyte on his ass, bro. That's Francis Ngannou's best punch. That would be foolish of Dillian Whyte to take that fight. It'd be a big money fight. Dillian Whyte trying to get some of that Saudi money, but he would sell his chin because Francis Ngannou would knock him out and say, you know, AJ's probably just the best in boxing, but I could beat all y'all B-level fight opponents because it's just a name at this point. So he just hurt Dillian Whyte with a right hand and backed him up. Then clubbed and hit him with another one. Like, it's crazy, bro. He keep getting hit with right hands. This is crazy. Man don't know how to get away from a right hand. It's because he's lazy. Remember I tell you, and then he's slapping with his punches. Technique is the first thing to go when you're tired. Yeah, Christian Hammer just got tired, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with Dillian Whyte per se, because he was tagging Dillian Whyte. One was as far as to say that he was, if not winning the fight, he was definitely close to winning the fight as far as on points. Dillian Whyte is not doing anything spectacular to just dominate this guy. He throw that wild right hook and it hits nothing but the air. And it ain't even like this guy is super duper tall. You know, I can understand maybe a Tyson Fury, you throw a punch like that and you miss. I don't understand a Christian Hammer, how you throw a punch like that and you miss. That's crazy to me. See Christian Hammer still spamming the right hand like on a video game, bro. Getting him to back up. Causing him to back up. That's crazy. And then Dillian Whyte, of course, he don't come out his corner. And Dillian Whyte takes a rest on the ropes and says, oh, thank God that's over. My fat ass almost passed out. And then we tune in and see this shit. We tune in to see breaking news. Dillian Whyte starts Christian Hammer following his retirement after round 3. That was only 3 rounds, bro. And they were fucking pissing on each other, bro. That is fucking crazy, bro. 3 rounds, bro. And they were dead to the world, batshit tired, bro. And then they released this picture to make it seem like Dillian Whyte. Oh, now this is the Dillian Whyte on steroids. You could just look at his physique and obviously see he's on steroids. You see the punches when he punched people, they really felt it because he was more explosive. He had more stamina. He had better balance. The steroids help. Like, I mean, Puro was on here one time. He said steroids don't help. He was so full of shit, bro. They absolutely fucking help. He said, sad to see this, man. He said, Wilder is my guy. Wish he make a comeback. I think Wilder's training for a reason. He might know something we don't know, bro. I think he might be a replacement opponent, or he might have something in the works with the Saudi people. He said, Turkey won't let Wilder fight trash. That's true. Wilder fought the Nordic trash, his sparring partner. He did. And I remember I made $1,000 off that because I knew it was his sparring partner. And I remember watching a clip one time where Malik Scott basically said, that the Nordic Nightmare, that he was their sparring partner, and they had to like make him leave camp because he was getting beat up. He couldn't last the full camp with Deontay Wilder. Like Deontay Wilder was dropping him in sparring camp. I'm in training camp, and I'm like, bro, that's crazy. This fit to be your opponent. I bet on the first round knockout. He said, "What is this? Is Wilder fighting right now?" No, that's fucking Dillian Whyte. It's even worse. One thing he said about Wilder has bad technique, but he is always in tip-top condition. Never does he show up out of shape. You know what I mean? It's just part of his makeup. He has a slender body like a Thomas Hearns, so he could, you know what I mean, put on the weight real easy like he did in the Tyson Fury third fight, and he could drop the weight really easy like he did in his last fight with Joseph Parker. So I mean, he was pretty blessed with good genetics as far as his body goes. Dillian Whyte doesn't have the same body as him. His scholar, were you surprised at how Terrence Crawford dominated Errol Spence? For me, it was the first time I watched either one of them until I went back and watched both of their old fights. The Errol Spence of old was a fucking beast, bro. Absolute monster, bro. Uh, I remember when I did a video, I gave Ugas a chance against him, and I remember all these people came out the woodworks telling me how I didn't know shit about boxing. I should change my name from the boxing scholar, and I was telling them if there's ever a chance for Ugas to beat Errol Spence, it's now. And I brought up how Danny Garcia hurt him, and he spit his mouthpiece out. I brought up all that mouthpiece shit, and they was like, "Oh, it's because of his teeth." I'm like, "Oh, so you're gonna use his argument to argue with me?" Okay, so I'll go to the Van Heeren fight where he spit it out. That was before the car crash and before he had new teeth. I'm like, every time he gets hurt, he spits that mouthpiece out. It's a strategy. I don't even know why but it's like fucking, it's like deflated balls in the NFL. It's something that's known to fucking fighters. It ain't known to casual people. Just shut the fuck up and listen. But when I was telling them that, they was like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." I said, "Okay." And then Ugas had that 6th to 7th round with Errol Spence, where Errol Spence spit the mouthpiece out like I said he would, and he was hurt, but he ended up finishing Ugas. But that was a matter of styles. Cuban fighters don't fight in the inside. I mean, most people that know boxing understand this. But in the Bud fight, Errol Spence's offense was still there from the car crash, but his resistance wasn't. And I knew that. And I still thought it would be a 50-50 fight, but I thought Errol Spence would get knocked out later. I thought maybe they would be a close fight. It would be a little bit back and forth, but I thought Bud's dedication and not having the outside distractions that Errol Spence had would slowly start to push him towards the victory. Eventually, he would get a stoppage with an uppercut. That's what I predicted. I didn't expect him the second round knockdown and then just dominate him for the rest of the fucking fight, bro. We haven't even heard from Errol Spence. Said he was gonna put him in the dirt, bro. We haven't even heard from Errol Spence. Last time we heard from Errol Spence, he put a picture of TD Jakes and said, "I'm back," and then we haven't heard from him since. He said, "That's breaking news. Picture is such BS. Hilarious." He said AJ would have knocked Whyte the fuck out, though the even though the roids. Yeah, he knocked him out. What about his hidden gay strength? What the fuck? Steroids do help you. Else, why would they take them? Hey, boxing fan, that's what I was trying to tell Puro. So you mean to tell me they rushing out here and taking something that does not affect them in the fight? That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. He said, "Who you want Wilder to fight?" There's some interesting matchups for Deontay Wilder to fight. I would like to see Deontay Wilder fight. I think Dillian Whyte versus him would be a good matchup because they got that bad blood. And both of them looked horrible. I think Wilder Joe Joyce would be a good one. Joe Joyce has had his egg cracked once, egg scrambled once. So could Deontay Wilder do it? He's slower. Joe Joyce is still going to try to put that pressure because people born around don't die square. That would be an interesting matchup. Wilder versus James. That would be a good one too. I don't. Jane didn't let his hands go in the Joseph Parker fight. He won that fight, but he should have let his hands go a lot more. He could have possibly stopped Joseph Parker. So it's a lot of different matchups that Deontay Wilder is a fighter like an Adrian Broner, where people will always put their career in a casket before it's over, but they're still going to tune in to watch them fight because they have a allure to them, an exciting factor. AB was outside the ring or after the fights was his lure. Deontay Wilder is actually during the fights. I can remember watching Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, and Luis Ortiz was winning, and I was like, I was on like fuck, I had anxiety. Like, oh shit, when he's gonna load a boom, is Ortiz gonna come up and upset Deontay Wilder? And then boop, didn't even see the punch. And fucking it was lights out, and I was crunk, bro. I love the knockout. He said it's like the power you get from you kiss a man so hard you go Super Saiyan. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna skip over your compliments, bro. You being a little weird, bro. It's a little too late night, bro, for you to be feeling that frisky. He said, "What should JoJo? Who should Joe Joyce fight next? He looked terrible, but he has something left. Honestly, if I'm playing Fanager, I put him in there against Dillian Whyte. It's a good matchup. Both you could put it in the UK. Joe Joyce has more in the tank than Joe Joyce has more left in the tank than Dillian Whyte. And you put them up in there, you get a good name. You say it'll present to the public that you're back. You can sell it as I'm back. I'm back fight, and then you could just go in there and fucking dominate Dillian Whyte, and you know what I mean. Say I'm back because he's chasing Joseph Parker because he feel like Joseph Parker's an easy fight. I think he should do Dillian Whyte and then try to go get that Saudi bag right after fighting in the UK. Try to go get a Saudi bag fighting one of those guys. Then fight Joseph Parker. He said, I don't want AJ unless Wilder can prove himself. Oh, you don't want AJ Wilder? He said, nah, not AJ right now. Wilder needs some tune-ups. He said, I remember when Scholar trolled the dude that looked like his favorite rapper. What you mean? Do you think Errol Spence Jr. will fight again? And who do you think he has a chance of beating? Errol Spence is still good as far as his offense goes. It's what he could take. I don't think he could look now. He does have durability, but he gets dazed too easy. He gets dazed by shots too easy. But he will. When Bud finished him, he was still on his feet. You know what I mean? Falling all over the place. You know, it looked awful and horrible, but he still has the dog in him. But it's just he gets dazed too easy. Danny Garcia hurt him, bro. Danny Garcia is not even a puncher at fucking 147. Danny Garcia, all of his accomplishments came at the lower weights where he was really, really good. But Danny Garcia was able to hurt Errol Spence and it had him spitting his mouthpiece out. So I don't know. It's some fights I can see Errol Spence winning. When Keith Thurman gets slaughtered by Tim Tszyu, if I'm Errol Spence, I make that fight. It's an easy fight to make. You got fucking Al Heyman on both of y'all. You know what I mean? It don't have to be a pay-per-view event. You know what I mean? It's a stay busy comeback fight. And you gotta swallow your pride. I know you took the L out of Lover and it's over and all this other bullshit, but man, that would be a good fight to make. That would be an excellent fight to make. And it was a winnable fight for you and it'll help your confidence. So I would swallow my pride if I'm Errol Spence and fight Keith Thurman. It'll be his first fight at 154 because it's over for 147. Both of the Errol Spence and Bud both talked about struggling making that weight. So it would be foolish of him to go back into that fight. Go back into that weight that he struggled to make. You know what I mean? And then, all the cataract stuff and all that shit is coming out now. So it's like, yeah, bro, it's about time. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I would honestly, if Errol Spence is my fan, I would suggest that he wrap it up. I would tell him like, hey, bro, like, you got to wrap it up. You got this cataracts shit that's going on. You're thrown out of a car to 100 miles per hour. You got new teeth that you're worried about, so you're spitting your mouthpiece out. You got a lot of shit going, bro. And if you look what's in front of you and behind you, bro, it's like an uphill battle. Are you really ready for this shit? Like, or have you stopped drinking? Like, somebody need to have a heart to heart with Errol Spence because it ain't gonna get no easier from here. Especially now that he got that loss on his record. People gonna actually fight him now. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be intimidated by the onslaught that he brings. They're gonna try to bring the onslaught to his ass. So I mean, it's gonna be Errol Spence is gonna be pushing a rock up a hill from this point in his career. So he better be serious about that shit. He better not be drinking anymore. He better do the things necessary to get where he needs to be. Because at 154, Virgil just moved up there. I mean, we don't even know what's going on with Virgil, but Boots is still at 147. So he's Errol Spence can't beat Boots. So at 154 is probably where he's gonna end up fighting at. Because what are you gonna do? We'll go to 160. I mean, I think he can make 160, but it doesn't make sense to me. But hey, who knows? It's his career. But 154, bro, he could beat some people there. And the first person I would have is Keith Thurman because he's already at that weight and he's gonna get slaughtered by Tim Tszyu. I don't know when their actual fight date is, but that date I'm gonna put on my calendar and I'm gonna put like a little Billy Goat symbol because that's gonna be a fucking slaughter. He said Crawford destroyed Spence and his fanboys page. Hilarious. They did delete their whole fucking page whenever that happened. Said Zhang come out of shape and had Parker out of there. Facts. I don't even think it's so much Jane was out of shape. I think James is just older. It just comes with the mindset of being older. When you're an older person, you tend to be more conservative. Like even George Foreman. Think about it. George Foreman probably was one of the meanest, toughest guys around during his time. And he threw a ton of punches. He would just throw punches out the window, as the old timers would say. And he didn't conserve anything. He knew he was gonna knock you out. It didn't matter if you put a high guard on. He was so strong he could muscle the shots through, like a David Benavidez. But when he came back in the second he was more mindful of his age. Do you think James not mindful of his age? He knows he's older, so they're more conservative. It just comes with, it's just life in general. You ever notice that people are more liberal when they're younger and conservative when they're old in politics? It's no different than boxing. You become more conservative about your energy, more mindful about your health, your family, and you're just smarter. You slow the game down. Like Michael Jordan, compared to when he was dunking, compared to the 90s Michael Jordan, 90s Michael Jordan would kill fucking the 80s, 85 Michael Jordan, 86 Michael Jordan because of that, being conservative minded, slowing the game down, being more logical, more economical, making your punches count, shit like that. So yeah, that's what Zhang is at with it. He just, I don't know I don't know if it was bad game plan. I wouldn't say it was fatigue because I seen him more fatigued in the Hergovich fight. You remember they were so fatigued and the ring was so slippery in the center they kept slipping and falling. Zhang even did the splits in that fight. You remember that shit? The ring was so slippery that Zhang went to the center of the ring, slipped and fell, and did the splits in that fight. Because I remember that ring was slippery because then AJ and Usyk got in and they were slipping and sliding. See, a lot of people don't even bring that shit up when they talk about AJ and Usyk. That was a factor in the fight. They got to stop. I know you got to pay bills and stuff, but these logos, they getting fucking ridiculous with. When it affects the fighters to the point where a fighter's slipping and doing the splits and could potentially injure himself, that's when it's time to put that shit on the ropes, put it in the corners. You know what I mean? Put it on the back of the corner so the camera can get the angle, whatever the case may be. But they got to stop with these fucking logos. But I do remember that being a factor in the fight. And like people might think, oh, it's so simple, it's so minute, but stuff like that adds up, bro. He said, bro, Shakur Stevenson will beat anyone. Cap said, Scholar, do you think if you are in the same weight class as Keith Thurman, do you think you could beat him? Me personally, absolutely, bro. The secret's out on Keith Thurman, bro. He can't take body shots. It's not a riddle, bro. If you had a book, How to Beat Keith Thurman, you would open up the book and on page 1, it would just say body shots and there would be no more words on the page, bro. The man said he tended to the body. He don't know if it's the weight loss or weight gain that he, going up and down in weight, but he was tender to the body going into the fight. And even now during the press conference, he's breathing with discomfort. Huh? You're not supposed to, bro. A good body shot sit with you, bro. They sit with you and you might even be sore. But when you're uncomfortable breathing and tender to the body after, like the shot is still fresh, like it happened the round before, that is a huge problem. So yeah, Keith Thurman. That's why Keith Thurman is going to get slaughtered by Tim Tszyu. If Keith Thurman beats Tim Tszyu, I will say that is the biggest upset that I've ever witnessed on film or been alive to witness. That's how much I think of that fight not going the way of an upset. There's no way. There's no fucking way. I don't see that shit happening. Hold on, bear with me. Yeah, there's no way that happens. He's the styles. Keith Thurman has never fought at 154. This is his first fight. Keith Thurman is an older fighter with inactivity. The best thing about Keith Thurman was his timing. And he don't even got that anymore because he got ring rust. So because he got ring rust, and it's going to affect his timing, and then his legs are gone. Well, I'm going to say gone. They're closer to being gone because of the age that he's at. First thing to go is your legs, you know. Ask Bud. That's why I think Bud's legs are gone. All of those things, Keith Thurman can't win. He's never fought at this weight, and he's fighting at a heavier weight, and you think his legs are going to get better at an older age? It's illogical to think, but hey, it's the free world, bro. People can believe what they want to believe. I wouldn't even waste. And you know, I'm a big, I ain't gonna say a big gambler, but I'm big on odds and shit like that. Sometimes I can't pass up good odds. Those are odds I won't look twice at. Keith Thurman's going to get beat. Just like if Canelo fought Bud, he would get beat. But yeah, I just wanted to. I showed the fight 3 times, man. If y'all just tuning in, this is Dillian Whyte looking awful. Because I couldn't go live with y'all today, I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and risk the live today, bro. If I get flagged, I get flagged, bro. Because I didn't want to disappoint, bro. I set a time early, then found out the fight was a little bit later, had to switch the time, and then when the fight was actually on, I could not find a link, a stream, or ESPN Plus. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just find that shit and then show that shit later, bro. So then this is me showing it later. He looks awful. Y'all didn't miss shit. Matter of fact, y'all could have found 2 snails, put them on the road, and let them race, bro. And it would have been more entertaining than this fight. They knew better than to put this fight on TV. Joe Joyce, call Frank Warren, get him on the phone, tell him you want Dillian Whyte. I would even, if I'm Joe Joyce, I would even give Dillian Whyte an offer he couldn't refuse. I'd tell him 60-40 his way, just because the fight would be so easy. I get him out of there in 1 round. 1 round of work, bro, for 40%. 40% is gonna be $1 million payday, and it's gonna be in the UK. We're gonna sell out, and then I'm gonna build my fan base, believing in me again, back up, because Dillian Whyte is a big name. So yeah, he would win. Like I said, I would make him, or just do 50-50, whatever the case may be. Make him an offer he couldn't refuse, and then beat the shit out of Dillian Whyte, because he looks awful, bro. You know what's crazy? Dillian Whyte at his house, if he's ever arguing with his wife, all his wife has to do is take a briefcase, pop it open on the table, and it'd be an uppercut, and Dillian Whyte will go to sleep. Man's never been able to get away from an uppercut. Every time he's ever been dropped or hurt, it's been an uppercut. It's the most dangerous dangerous punch for Dillian Whyte, and he's still vulnerable for it. On top of looking like trash, somebody gonna end this man's career with 1 fucking uppercut. Okay, Carmen, you said that's cell phone footage, so I doubt I doubt you'll get flagged. The only people that flag your phone videos is Showtime. Okay, tell me something big time, Carmen. But yeah, that's a cat. This fight was the equivalent, and this picture was the equivalent of a fucking catfish. Dillian Whyte don't look like that no more, and he did not leave his opponent quit on his stool. That's Lucas Brown too, but his opponent quit on his stool. He didn't knock him out, and then he was laying on the ground with his body lifeless like that. So yeah, we gotta stop these narratives. But that's neither here nor there. I'm moving on. That I done showed fucking that fight 3 times. So we moving on. So in the news, Bomac, shout out to Bomac. Bomac, I don't want no problems. I heard you carry that motherfucking blicky around, brother, and I don't want no problems, brother. I'm reformed, brother. Brother, don't let the man come between us. I'm just reporting the news, brother. But Bomac was in the news. They asked him a couple questions, and he had some things to say. Let's see what Bomac had to say.
Saw a rumor of 2 of your fighters, Eubank and Terrence. You know, Eubank put out kind of a poster about that. I've heard you since say that, you know, it's nonsense. It's not true.
That's not no real fight. That's just fake news. You know, I haven't heard of anything. You know, me and Terrence ain't never talked about nothing like that. So, you know, until I hear from Buzz's mouth, I'm always going to, you know, play down. You know,
does that do anything? Because obviously Chris Eubank's, you know, you're training him as well. Why would he put that out? You know, did you kind of have a conversation with him? Or?
No, it doesn't do anything. You know, matter of fact, I just talked to Chris not too long ago, so you know, they really didn't mention it to me nothing about it. So I don't know, it just might be just, you know, trolling the boxing world.
Right.
Obviously, we're not going to see that rematch against Harris, but is Crawford going to move up to 154? Man, we just, you know what? I think. You know, Bud's just going to test his waters and maybe 54, maybe 60, and just, you know, see what he can, get. You know? Is he a free agent? Because, you know, we talked to Oscar last week. He said, hey, man, Bud been a free agent. Call me, you know, let's make it, you know. Bud been a free agent, man, since we left Top Rank. Been a free agent, you know. I believe that was just a one deal thing with PBC, and, you know, of course, the rematch didn't work out.
We heard rumors that because you're saying Bud might test the waters at 54, it might be the winner of Zoo, Keith Thurman. But we know kind of Keith Thurman and Bud, it seemed like they were not on a crash course to not face each other for a little while now. If it's Keith, is that going to be a problem because it's Keith?
Well, that's the question you got to ask for Bud, you know what I'm saying? Because if he, you know, want to feel like beating that dude up, you might want to do it, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like beating Kasazu up, I'm sure he probably will do it. I believe that Kasazu going to win. So, I mean, I don't mind fighting that.
Canelo versus Munguia, man, is a style matchup. Just being a great trainer, stylistically, how does Munguia get a victory over Canelo?
He won't. I don't give a damn what he does.
But Bud can.
I ain't got nothing against you, man. What's your name?
Munguia.
I don't got nothing against you, man, but you can't beat Canelo.
What makes Canelo so special? I mean, obviously,
you know, he's been in there with the best, man. And Munguia ain't had no big fight like that. all the big fights Canelo done had and all the waters he done tested, all the different weight classes. And McGill's is he at 68? He's at 68. He's been at 60. He started at 54. I can't say. Remember, that's my opinion.
You giving Benavidez a better shot at beating Canelo?
Yeah, I give him a better shot.
How do you think that fight plays out?
That's a tough call. That's a tough call. The monster, that motherfucker pretty damn good. Shit, but Canelo ain't no pushover. You know, you gotta think about Canelo He fought the best of the best. I don't think Canelo's scared of him. I just think he's probably waiting for the right time.
What do you make of fight fans? I mean, in general, even Mexican fight fans say that Canelo's ducking.
I don't think like I said, I don't think he's ducking him. I just think it's just waiting for the right time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the money's there. The Mexicans, the world is going to support him.
You think that's just haters in general? Because obviously there's always the next guy,
Yeah. You gotta remember something.
Now we got like Boots Ennis, who said, "Oh, want to face him." Like
that was gonna keep the can down the road. Fans is always gonna keep the can down the road because they want to see how great you can be. You know what I'm saying?
Last one for me, Ryan Garcia, man. We don't know, what's going on. If he's legit, I don't know what's going on exactly. I don't know if you have kept up with what's going on social media. How do you see that fight playing out? Does it even happen?
Who's he fighting?
Devin Haney.
I think Devin's going to beat him. It's going to be if Ryan gets. To me, I think it's an act to get more fans in. He already got a shitload of YouTube followers. I just think he's trying to. This is my opinion, world. I just think he's trying to get more the followers up because sell the fight. Can he make it to the fight? Because everybody already saying, will Ryan make it to the fight? Will he make it to the fight? And so everybody tuned in. Will he make it to the fight every week or every day or every other day? He's putting out something. So
if he doesn't make it to the fight, Shakur said, I'm going to step in and fight Devin Haney. How do you see Shakur Stevens? He said he was going to step in.
Shakur said he'll step in?
Yeah, for Ryan Garcia.
That'd be a good fight. It'd be a tough fight for both of them. But I just see the more wiser fighter winning the fight. I'm going to go with Shakur.
My last one, man.
So Bomac has great respect for Canelo Alvarez. As he said, Canelo done been to deep waters, et cetera, et cetera. He alluded that Bud might be at 154, 160. They just testing the waters. He addressed the rumors. He said that fight with Eubanks was a rumor, that he's not really fighting him. He said a bunch of different things. He broke down a lot of different things. He addressed the rumors, but he also said that Canelo, Jaime Munguia can't beat Canelo, but he thinks Bud can. Bud ain't got no fights at 160, less known 168. Bud has moved up just to get to 147. And you think that Bud finna go up there and do some shit? Damn, I wish they would have asked him that. What do you think Bud's chances are against Canelo? That would have been a good question to ask Bomac. Damn, they should have asked him that shit. But yeah, Bomac, I mean, he basically said that because he also trains Eubanks. He said he hadn't heard nothing from neither fighter. And he's talked to Eubanks, and the guy was basically treading on ice, but he was gone. He should have asked him, what if this fight is real and you didn't know about it? Who would you train? Obviously, it would be Bud, right? That's Bud is his meal ticket, but ask him some interesting, tough questions, bro. They be scared to ask these trainers questions, bro. I wouldn't be scared, bro. It's a question, bro. At the end of the day, all they could do is get mad and never show back up, but you'll be known as the guy that asks the fucking tough questions, bro. I mean, they have to avoid you like the plague, or try to come up and spin you around like a merry-go-round. But Bomac also brought up Shakur Stevenson, and he said, Ryan Garcia, and he basically said that Ryan Garcia is doing this shit for clout. And this is what I don't understand about the people who really believe that Ryan Garcia is doing this shit for clout. Let's just say, for the sake of arguments, that he is doing this for clout. It's not working. The ticket sales are not selling. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul is doing better than this. Now, of course, it is Mike Tyson, right? Mike Tyson fight me tomorrow to do better numbers than Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. There's neither here nor there, but the fact that I went to go buy some tickets the other day, and them tickets are going fucking fast, bro. And the fight just got announced. It's fucking months out, and the tickets are still flying off the goddamn show. And the fact that they're struggling to sell this fight, and Ryan Garcia is doing everything up under the sun. See, this is what Bomac don't understand, bro. The internet does not, fans don't equal sales. It's not the days of yesteryear. Technology is so difficult and evolving so much that we consume a lot of shit for free that we could be paying for, right? We've seen it with the music industry. We've seen it with movie theaters. We've seen it with everything. Everything's taken a hit because of technology come in and just change the whole game. We can consume shit for free. When this fight was, she said, knock it off, Scholar. Nah, I know, Karma. I know. Said your last boyfriend was a Mason. and he was a bum. That's how I was able to piece two and two together. Karma, I got you. Come. I know, sister. I know, sister. Who taught you to hate yourself, sister? But nah, yeah, the shit's not working. The shit's not working. The fight, everything that Ryan's doing is attracting conspiracy theorists, right? And conspiracy theorists are just that. There are people who probably stay up late night, like Googling stuff, finding out stuff. Do you know who Sir Patrick Dan is? So their eyes are completely on Ryan. And the fact that a lot of them are content creators themselves, they're using Ryan to get clicks and views for their own page. So that's where they're tuned into the story of Ryan. Like it should be called a documentary called Saving Ryan or some shit. But that's why they're tuned in. But that doesn't equal ticket sales. None of those people are gonna go to the fights. They're just going to tune in to Ryan to see Ryan fail. And then you have your fans who believe that you would beat Tank. Those people aren't going to believe that you're giving yourself the best chance of beating Devin Haney if you're focused on everything but Devin Haney. You can't convince them. With Tank, you can convince them. So look, let me take you down memory lane. Ron Garcia did an interview with Fight Hype, and he said he was drinking for the Tank fight. He said that he felt like his team agreed on too much shit, like a catch weight and a rehydration clause, so they ended up fucking him. And he said he still went and trained his ass off for the fight, and the fight they lost, but he wasn't vocal about any of this stuff before the fight, coming in with the rib injury, etc. Right? Had he did that, had he said, I've been drinking for this camp, I have a rib injury, and we already knew about, because he announced the rehydration clause and the catch weight, so he announced that. If we would have knew about those things, do you think that fight would have did 1.2 million? Absolutely fucking not. That fight doesn't do those numbers. So he's essentially doing what he didn't do in that fight for this fight. Oh, they're talking about mental health issues. Oh, I remember when I was sexually assaulted at 2. They held me down and watched children get hit. Bro, just all this old crazy ass shit. And it's like, you're hurting the fight, Ryan. You're hurting the fight. If you want out, just say that. If you want in, but you're gonna lean on God and all this spiritual, irritual, all that bullshit, bro. Like, bro, if you're gonna lean on that, bro, like nobody wants to watch it. Not even your fans are convinced at this point that you're really giving yourself the best effort to win. He said, would you rather give or receive a Cleveland steamer? I don't even know what that means, bro. You talking some gay shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Said, a lie doesn't care who tells it. She is my internet boo. Hilarious, bro. You gonna have your arms around the KP like Usher did fucking Alicia Keys, and I'm telling you, Clip's gonna be Swiss Beats, bro. He gonna be knocking on your door, pulling up like Matt Barnes with the blicky, or like Bomac. But like I said, Ryan Garcia is not putting his best foot forward. And to add insult to injury, bro, he's doing interview after interview, not shutting the fuck up, right? Not shutting the fuck up. And then he looked awful shadow boxing, right? Like, so he shadow boxed with Derek James to some. It was the weirdest shit in the world. So I understand what they were doing, right? So what they were doing is some coaches that are good coaches will have you shadow box in slow motion, because if you can't do it slow, you can never do it fast, right? If you do it fast and you do it wrong fast, your body's gonna remember you doing it wrong fast, and you're gonna continue to do it wrong fast. But he was shadow boxing to some classical music, so I turned the music off so you couldn't hear it. But look at him going in slow motion, going in slow motion, looking awful, bro. And it's shadow boxing. He looks like he's stuck in space or some shit, bro. He looks awful, bro. And then look, Derek James has the toughest job in the world. This motherfucker like, oh God, why did I accept training this motherfucker? What the fuck is going on, man? I can't believe I agreed to this, man. Where's somebody got Anthony Joshua number? Somebody get Anthony Joshua on the phone, please. I need to get money. He pulls out this shoulder roll that he pulled out in the fight that Derek James told him he did. You can't make this shit up, bro. Ryan Garcia has fucking popped his stop, bro. Somebody say, Ryan, oh my God, think about the children. That shit was awful, bro. He brought the shoulder roll out. Let's run that shit one more time. Slow motion, going up and down, not even bringing his hands to his face, not cognizant of defense and offense, leaning forward. What's the point of doing it in slow motion if you're still going to fuck up on the technique? Crossing his feet, See him cross his feet, rolling his shoulders. It looked awful shadow boxing. Derrick James done gave up. He put his hand on his head. Man, this guy's trash, man. Man, that's some dumb shit. That's what he said right now. Man, get AJ on the phone. This is some dumb shit. Yeah, this is awful, bro. Look at that shoulder roll. Clean, baby. Clean, baby. Switch your stances on him. Oh, I think I seen Deontay Wilder shadow box better than this shit, bro. I'm just being honest with you. I think Deontay Wilder might look better shadow boxing under Malik Scott than what I just seen out of Ryan Garcia. But that's neither here nor there. To add insult to injury, said he was trolling. Nah, he does too much of that. Too much troll. How does that help the fight? You think Devin Haney's looking at this like, oh, I'm going to take this fight easy because Ryan Garcia is trolling? Devin Haney shows up in shape for every fucking fight. Devin Haney is jumping up the fucking mountains, bro. Like fucking doing bunny hops and fucking sand and shit, going up the side of mountains and shit. Like, so you think that him trolling doing the shadow boxing is going to affect anything? If anything, is to the fans who are looking in, who believe in him, who don't know he's trolling, they lose less confidence in his ability to beat Devin Haney, which is what I said. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. This stupid MFer released a video online where he was talking about his drug test. And he was like, of course, we know you're not on fucking cocaine. If you were on cocaine, you would have popped positive for VADA testing because that is a stimulant. It's not only a drug, but it'll help you out in the ring, right? That's why, some would say that's why a lot of the great fighters were great because they was taking that stimulant. A lot of great fighters did cocaine. But that's neither here nor there. But we know that you're not on cocaine, but you are doing psychedelic drugs because they don't test you for that. That's not a PED. Per se. So you're definitely on that. And then he was drunk on the fucking live. That's another thing that he has. He has a serious drinking problem. You can hear him slurring his speech on the lives. But he actually pulled some wine and drunk it on the live and said, yeah, I drunk all this by myself. Proud of this shit. Check it out.
I mean, if you don't think that's real, guys, I'll prove it to you. I'll prove everything to you. I can show you how Lil Nas X sold his soul. Katy Perry sold her soul. And I'm trying to expose that you could get your soul back because that was never your soul to give in the first place. Your soul belongs to God. It never belonged to you. So the deal you made was now null and void. Katy Perry literally admitted she sold her soul because she wanted to be famous. It's true. It's the truth. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Katy Perry sold her soul. It's the truth. And if you don't think I'm telling the truth, look it up. We know Lil Nas X is basically the Antichrist's little son. Because what does the devil try to do? The devil tries to copycat God. He got no original ideas. He just sees what God does and tries to do something. So we really don't know what's going on. Shit. They say, oh, Ryan, you're crazy for saying Elon Musk is the Antichrist. But if you look up if you calculate the numbers, I'm just trying to tell you, if you calculate the numbers, it adds up to 666. It says in the Bible, those who have wisdom can calculate this. Is Lil Nas X Elon Musk's son? We don't know. All I know is he's a devil-worshipping asshole and disrespect the communion. So you guys could let another person disrespect my quote-unquote religion, and that's okay. That he literally made fun of communion. That's okay. But I'm the bad guy, right? I'm the crazy guy. But the shit is right in front of your face. Oh, I'm geeking, right? I'm geeking. Right? I'm geeking, right? Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm on cocaine. Yeah. I already posted my vital results. It just showed I'm clean. No weapon against me shall prosper in Jesus' name. I don't take cocaine, you fucking bitch. Fucking asshole, fucking snitch. Just kidding. No, I never did a cocaine, though, for real. Did you or did you not see my test results? And what did it come out as? Perfect. Did you or did you not see my test result? What did they say?
Negative.
Thank you. Negative. Thank you. Remember, Jesus Christ is coming back as a roaring lion with blood on his robes from slaying all the enemies. It ain't time to be funny. This ain't nice time anymore. This ain't, oh, we gonna be nice. You know, no, we ain't letting shit slide. Stop disrespecting Jesus. I ain't never disrespect no religion. Why you disrespecting mine? You guys are some haters, bro. It's freedom of speech, hating ass motherfuckers. Fuck Lil Nas X, stupid ass fucking kid. And fuck you if you listen to his fucking videos. Or fucking his music. His music fucking sucks. He's inspired by the devil. Fuck him. Why do you... Think about it. Think about it. The devil was he was leadership for the worship team in heaven. He literally was. If you look it up, for the choir in heaven, he was leading it. So why do you think he's mostly prevalent in the music community? Because he knows music influences people. Fuck him, fuck Satan, and fuck you if you fucking love Satan. Fuck you, you fucking devil worshiper. If you do not support me, you're indirectly and directly supporting the devil. And you know that. And you should be ashamed of yourself. When I was on the Katy Trail, literally, I was on the... Oh, I'm drunk? Say less. At the end of the day, it goes like this. I was on the Katy Trail, and I told a woman, do you support pedophiles? She looked me in the eyes and says, absolutely, with a thumbs up. That is crazy. And yes, I'm running for president. I'm not even kidding. This one, hey, I'm going to take a toast to all the haters. Empty. Drank it all myself. Now what the fuck you going to do to me? All you guys fucking drink. Half of you guys are fucking drunk in the chat. You fucking hating ass motherfuckers. You're not going to tell me what I got to do to be a good boxer. I know fucking boxers that win in the ring drunk as fuck and knock the motherfucker out. Have I ever done that? No. You hating ass motherfuckers. You guys know damn well you guys are drinking right now. You fucking haters. Bro, it's not funny, bro. This is real talk, bro. You guys keep on messing around and think this shit is cool. Y'all think this shit is cool. You know what I mean? What the fuck? They're fucking eating little kids. Gabriella Rico. Do not forget the name. Search up. Everybody spam in the chat who Gabriella Rico is. Gabriella Rico. She literally said the same thing I'm saying. Then got fucking vanished from the world and took her modeling career away because she's seen the elites eating little kids. So I'm not the only one that knows this. The elites eat little kids. That's fucking sick. Fuck you saying bro AAA meeting. Fuck you, stupid gangster, ugly ass motherfucker. I'm gonna chill now because they gonna flag my account. Anyways, we're not bullying nobody. I'm expressing myself. They're bullying me. If anything, I'm gonna countersue you for violating me, Instagram. Because I feel bullied by people saying that I'm lying, but I've said not one lie. I'm gonna sue you, Mark Zuckerberg, if you sue me. And we gonna battle. Because we know you're a reptilian. That's why you hide in the bunker. Dude. It's hilarious. Come on. Don't be... Are you working for the elites, low-key?
No.
Are you working for the elites? No. You have nice red hair. You're a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Don't worry about it. I've not said one lie. Now, if I say one lie, then yeah, you got me. Hey, if I say one lie, you got me. I'll say that. If you can find out I said one lie of all the things I'm saying, then you got me. Great. You got me. Whatever. I'm breaking this whole thing down. I'm bold for the Lord. It says in the Bible, if you're going to boast about anything, you boast about the Lord. And you don't know how bad I got. Jasper, are you working for the enemy? Don't tell me you're working for the enemy, Jasper. You know I like you. You need help, stupid 937 bag chaser. All right, I'm going to stop screaming at people because my sister gets scared when I scream at people. I'm so strong. Look at this. This is how strong I am. I'm going to break this thing real quick. Look how strong I am. No, I'm breaking a body protector. Don't worry. Hold up. I'm going to break this right now with my hands. This is how strong my hands are. Damn. This should keep them going. No, look at literally it's ripping. Literally, I'm ripping this. It's already rippling. I would have broke right through that. My knuckles are so strong, you have no clue. If you touch my knuckles, you would be scared. I guarantee you. How did I figure out how to get my knuckles strong? Anybody can figure that out. I'll show you. See? That's how I got my thing strong. That's how I got my knuckles strong. If anybody knows martial arts, you know that's what gets you strong. But you know this already. That's not kitty litter, you idiot, bro. That's gravel. If you're a martial artist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're a martial artist. Now, if you don't know about this, that's on you. I know that it's true. I gotta go pee so bad. I'm gonna let my sister. Hold on, I gotta let my sister. I gotta pee so bad. It's crazy. And you know what's crazy? Oh, you drink alcohol. So why is my pee pure white? It makes no sense. You guys tell me. My literally pee is pure white. Here, Enoch. Can you handle them real quick?
Enoch here. What do you got to say, Demi?
The fact that his sister is just on the couch, just looking at all this shit, and just like that man needs fucking help. Name one lie he told. Ryan Garcia is running for president. There's the one lie. I mean, so I guess the rest of that shit falls wayside. Then he accused his sister of being an Illuminati. Like, you cannot make this shit up, bro. You can't make it up, bro. He accused his sister of being an Illuminati. Are you part of the elites? Are you? So here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I tell you. So let me go to the comments. I'm kind of backed up. So I wanted to save y'all because I want to address the comments. You know what I mean? That's why I was saving read y'all. He said the elites will get all of you watching. He got to be trolling. She put exactly. Said Jesus is the only way to heaven. They make you out to look crazy. Finn. Fin, I don't know. He said Devin definitely is not going to get credit for this win because Ryan is not mentally there. I 100% agree. You ever notice that people that believe in the Illuminati and believe that power is evil want more power? I'll say that again. People that believe in the Illuminati, right, think power is evil, want more power, right? So the people who want job advancements, because everything, I mean, but power is evil according to them. The elites, they always talk about the elites, but they spend most of their life like trying to get rich and famous to become the elites. You can't make that shit up. So which is it? Is evil bad? Power bad and evil, or do you want power for yourself because you'll do the right thing with power? You're different than the elites. Wink, wink. Like, you can't make this shit up, Brian. Ryan Garcia talk about meeting with BB Netanyahu because they're gonna take him to Bohemian Grove, but he wants to become the president. If you're a conspiracy theorist, wasn't there former presidents at Bohemian Grove? So why would you want to become the president then? You want to contribute in eating the kids? And the thing about people who believe in conspiracy, they believe in every fucking conspiracy. Did you notice that he called somebody a lizard person in the same fucking sentence about him exposing stuff? Then he's drinking alcohol and talked about fighters who have knocked people out drunk. And then he talked about, that guy is all over the place. He will not make it to the fight. He said they may be out to look crazy and financially try to bankrupt you when you go against evil entertainment system that don't believe me. Look at what they did to Kanye. Kanye West is not a freedom fighter, bro. He's not even a truth teller. Kanye West didn't start getting like this until Adidas. It was a business deal going bad. If you're a truth teller and a freedom fighter, you don't need a business deal to go bad for you to do what's already naturally into you. You know who was a freedom fighter? Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden had a cush job. He didn't have no reason to reveal, but he revealed. But he downloaded all that shit and presented it to the world, and nobody blinked their eye or gave a fuck. But they'll look at Kanye West like he's some type of freedom fighter and truth teller when his was just a business deal gone bad. Ryan's is a mental health breakdown. Ryan Garcia ain't experienced none of the stuff that he's talking about. He only lives vicariously through other people who claim to quote unquote have experienced these things. Ryan Garcia's off his block, he's off his rocker. And if you think he's some type of truth teller, you need to check up from the neck up also. He said, "Hell, Satan, weirdo." Said Satan. He said, "Straight like that, I love Jesus." He said, "They make you out to look crazy and try to." I think I already read that shit. Financially bankrupt you when you talk out against evil entertainment system. Look what they did to Kanye. Said flight of ideas. Jesus crushes every evil in the name that can be said. Garcia on Montana levels of blow. IHVH. I don't know what that means. He said, "Hey, Ryan, I'm on your side about Jesus, but you can't cuss for shit." Okay. I wonder how itchy bro's teeth are. Ain't that a fucking direct effect of meth? That's why meth people. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. So is this guy? So is this guy was social media famous first? Yeah, he was social media famous first. He said, "Look at the movie Hostile when they took torture and bled people and look up adrenochrome." Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but he said that he's sober. LOL, come the fuck on. He said, so sad, so young, he needs Zoloft. Facts. Uh, Allen said, truth. And they tried to pin it on him with treason for blowing the whistle. He talking about Snowden. Yes, facts. Of the corrupt government. That's what I'm saying, Alan. You have a real freedom fighter. Edward Snowden, as much as people talk about Cat Williams being a truth teller, and you notice these are all industry guys. They say the industry's so evil, it's so evil and so corrupted, and they're eating babies and all this weird stuff. But Cat Williams is a truth teller because he spoke out against it. So that means Cat Williams has been his entire life participating in it. And now that he calls a couple people out, all of a sudden he's a truth teller. But then they'll tell you some people are industry plans. Wouldn't that be the definition of a fucking industry plan? Somebody like Ron Garcia who's participating in this shit, but all of a sudden get mad because something goes wrong or they don't get what they want, and like Kanye West don't get the deal that they want, and all of a sudden they're blabbermouth to try to get the deal. I mean, that's extortion, to be honest with you. These guys ain't no fucking truth tellers, bro. Edward Snowden should be fucking, he should be a local fucking hero. But I guarantee all these conspiracy theorists don't even know who the fuck Edward Snowden is. But they could tell you everything about a secret society who they wouldn't even be in because they're not even in the 1% to get into the secret society. Can't make this shit up. And it's not a secret society if you know every detail about the secret society. Guess what? It's not a fucking secret anymore. These guys are crazy, man. He said, I'm a huge fan of Ryan, but homie has just found Alex. Hilarious, bro. And he snapped like he did 2 years ago. He's on drugs. That is true, bro. That's true. You know what's funny about you saying that? I can remember my homeboy and me, we used to be really, really, like in our 20s, we were really, really big on Ron Paul. It was like our second time being eligible to vote. First time was Obama, right? And Ron Paul was talking about bringing it back to Constitution. He was talking about revolution. He was talking about freedom. He's talking about all the stuff a young person would want to hear. You know, young person, you're in that, we're not gonna take it. You're in that phase, right? So we were really, really hell-bent on freedom fighter. One day I came in, you know, we used to always get together late night and watch some Ron Paul videos, watch some satirical shit, Stephen Colbert, etc., right? And one night I went to his house and I heard like Alex Jones. It was a wrap for this. It was a wrap after that, bro. He had went too far down the conspiracy hole, bro. Alex Jones would be like, why do you think they drink water? They put fluorine in your water. The fluorine is from the baby carbon monoxide that they're boiling babies down. It's not a game. It sure is. And when I heard that shit, I was like, absolutely not. Like, this guy's completely. I know mental health. I know a person with mental health issues when I see it. I've been downtown enough to recognize that shit, bro. I don't need a doctor to come in and classify this guy with mental health. I know what I'm looking at, and Alex Jones is that. So much to the point that Alex Jones, when Sandy happened, denied that Sandy happened. He said it was a hoax, and these people were mad that they lost their families, and he was like making a mockery out of it, bro. While it was still fresh. He did it right after, and they sued him. And when they sued him, he had to go to court and tell everybody that he plays a character. And it's like, bro, I cannot believe these conspiracy theorists are this dumb, bro. Alex Jones came out, the truth teller, and told the truth under the oath of law and said, look, I play a character to make money. I don't mean the things that I say. And people still think Alex Jones is credible. Here's the thing about the elites, right? If they want you, they're going to get you. Epstein died while he was being monitored and watched, right? If they want you, they're going to get you, bro. You're not going to go have legal process in court, have your day as an American citizen, bro. So this shit is so secretive. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. And y'all still follow Alex Jones, who told you the silent part out loud. He's tricking you for money. Alex Jones is fucking rich. He's rich as shit. But he clickbaits off the idea that people feel powerless and they feel like there's a shadow government that controls everything, and they go down that deep rabbit hole. And he's right there every step of the way, just taking dollars and donations and cutting holes in your pocket. Before you know it, you're conned. He said, "You ain't wrong, man." He said, "Man, it's like politics. If you involved in it, you a member of the club and fucking dirty, baby eaters and all that shit." He said, "Cat Williams been calling them out since they started. He hasn't took part. That's wrong and slander. Check those facts." Bro, how is Cat Williams in Hollywood surrounded by all of this bad shit that's going on, and all he's doing is talking about it? So these people are all powerful. They could get Cat Williams clapped at any time. Just turn in the list, right? Get a little hit man, because they're all powerful, right? But they just let Cat Williams go around running his mouth. And Cat Williams still want to be around his people, be around the company who's doing all this stuff. And he didn't expose, all he did was expose his peers. Cat Williams talked about other entertainers, Cedric the Entertainer. The only people that he brought up was fucking Epstein, and that was briefly to talk about an entertainer, Chris Tucker, going to Epstein Island. You think that that's truth telling? You think that Cat Williams is somehow unplugged from the system, making money off the system, but somehow he's just, I mean, at the elite parties. He's at the, I'm not saying, you know what I mean? I'm not an elite. I was just at the Diddy party. Yeah, you're elite if you're at the Diddy party, because that's all that goes to Diddy parties. Like, bro, that doesn't make any sense. But he said, "You're wrong, slander. Those are facts. Or will you get sued? Cat keeps receipts." See, and the fact that you want Cat Williams to sue a YouTuber, a part-time YouTuber, bro, ain't that elite shit? So if you think Cat Williams is speaking the truth, but he's gonna sue me for speaking my truth, what does that make you? What does that make you, bro? That makes you an elite supporter. That makes you an elite supporter. So, hey, it is what it is. He said, "Turning the frogs gay." He said, "What you mean? You don't think Epstein didn't break his own neck just at the perfect moment when the TV malfunctions and the guards are on break?" Yeah, you know what, bro? You start to make a little bit more sense. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He broke his own neck, bro. He had a gun and was going to shoot himself in the head, but he was like, "Nah, too messy, too messy." He said, "Trump woke me up regarding politics in 2016. Alex is right about a lot. I assume you're black and hate on him." This is should I continue to read this, because this is retarded, bro? But Alex misses a lit as well. I mean, I'm a man of white advocacy. Advocacy. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but I'm gonna put you in timeout. You can watch from the bleachers, bro. I ain't mentioned color one time, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think that the world is like I said, bro. I said this on one episode. I think I'm gonna make time to say it every episode, right? I think the world is in a whole just learning about mental health. But if you look at who the leaders are, and you look at like fucking who the quote unquote truth tellers are, and who the people choose to follow, it's always somebody that is deranged. And if they ever got a psych evaluation, they would be clinically crazy, bro. And it ain't got nothing to do with them being elite. If they were a regular civilian, they would still have the same condition. And those are the people who y'all are choosing to be y'all's leaders. Not an Edward Snowden who's sane and revealed some factual shit. You talk about Cat Williams receipts. This motherfucker had documentation that the government was spying on us through our phones, breaking our civil rights, bro. That if that ain't truth telling and a hero, bro, throw the whole fucking definition away. Let Cat Williams be the hero for revealing what Hollywood's doing, and all the people who believe that Hollywood's doing the shit anyway and know about it, because the secret society, but y'all know everything about it. Y'all sharing information online. Y'all are gonna fight the world's most elite. They control all the resources with your laptop. Yeah, because they can't get to the laptop. They can't control the information through the internet. So that's how we're gonna beat them. So y'all are gonna beat them through the internet by Cat Williams, who's in the on the side of entertainment, giving you facts and statements. Can't make this shit up, bro. Like, no. Put your laptop down, bro. The elites are gonna win. I got some news for you, bro. You're gonna lose. You're on a losing team. You're on a losing side. They control all the information. If they wanted to, they could shut this whole stream down. They wanted to, they could get rid of every article, according to you, because they're all powerful. Either they're all powerful or they're not. They're selectively powerful. Don't make any sense. Like I said, what is Cat Williams revealing that you don't already fucking know? You already know about the elites and what they do in Hollywood, right? What is Ryan revealing that you don't know about? It's like, it's crazy. It's the blind leading up. Oh my goodness, Allen. Took the fucking words out of my mouth. It's some Jim Jones shit. Oh my, Allen, you a goddamn genius, bro. The blind leading the blind as always. Facts. He said, we the people, for the people, by the people, for the people. I mean, by the people, of the people. You know there's more to that. You know there's more than that than just to start, bro. But yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. I think you're talking about freedom, bro. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. So, lastly, to get to the Ryan Garcia won't get to the fight, bro. He basically said that they were trying to sue him. No, they weren't trying to sue him. He said that basically they were reaching out to Ryan Garcia and telling Ryan Garcia that they wanted him to get a mental evaluation because they're seeing the shit. I'm pretty sure they're not adamant on the internet 24 hours a day, but they are catching wind of this, and I'm pretty sure people are sending them clips. And they reached out to Ryan. They've been the commission. Boxing is the most, like, one of, if not the most corrupt sport, where we see people fucking get draws, get decisions, favorable time to recover. We didn't see it all. Like, if somebody flew into the ring on a fan, that would be the second time that's happened in boxing. That's how crazy the sport is. But the commission is consistently corrupt. Consistently. That's the only thing that they do. Then they're consistent at is corruption, right? And the commission, even being corrupt as they are, got wind of Ryan Garcia talking and reached out to him. You can't make this shit up, bro. This is what they had to say to Ryan.
I'm going to sue the NYC Commission, and I'm saying this why. They're trying to challenge me for a mental evaluation. I said, okay, what is your premises for the mental evaluation? Well, your tweets and your posts. I said, is it not my U.S. constitutional right to have free speech? So because I'm tweeting what I'm tweeting, that's premises for a mental evaluation. That's curious. So now you're trying to mess with my constitutional rights. Now I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you for defamation of character. Actually, they won't test Mike Tyson if he fought in New York, but they will test me. Sounds a little fishy to me. And I love Mike. Mike loves me. Cannot wait for them to actually take me to court, because I will literally defeat them. My own therapist told me I should be smoking weed. She also, but I mean, she told me, why aren't you allowed to smoke weed? Thank you. She goes, maybe you should try ashwagandha. I never even tried ashwagandha. She said that it will help me. And then she said, why haven't you tried shrooms? I'm like, I wouldn't try shrooms. I don't ever try shrooms. Like, shrooms is not my thing, I never even tried it once. And they're stopping me from smoking weed. That should be against the law. I'm going to sue the NYC.
And then she told me, why don't you try meth? I never tried meth before. Like, what are we going to do with meth? And then she said, after the meth, why don't you have a crack sandwich? Oh, no, never ate a crack sandwich before. I don't even know what crack is. Like, Brian, shit. First off, fire your fucking therapist. Fire your goddamn therapist. Your therapist doesn't know shit. Your therapist is there to make money. She's probably charging you top dollar. She's charging you double or triple her actual rates because you're Ryan Garcia, and she's telling you and feeding you whatever you want to hear, bro. Because first off, it's not ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. I get them mixed up too, so I'm gonna just do a little correction. Ashwagandha is the root in Africa, and they make pills out of it. And there's been some positive effects to ashwagandha. Taking the actual medication, not medication, the actual pill. I used to take it before I work out, and it could have been placebo, but it helped me actually last longer. And it's supposed to have a whole bunch of health benefits. Ayahuasca is what he was talking about. Now, ayahuasca is a psychedelic drug, just like shrooms, and that's what Deontay Wilder takes. And they're suggesting it because they see that Ryan Garcia is depressed. And I don't even know why a therapist would suggest that. That's not anything that's regulated. It's some alternative shit. You know what I mean? That somebody Joe Rogan might fucking recommend. I don't know why the fuck your therapist is recommending. That shit is crazy, bro. And then Yeah, I never tried shrooms. You absolutely have did shrooms before, Ryan Garcia. There's no way that everything you're doing is just alcohol. I've seen alcoholics before, and they don't behave like you behave. He said, "Will democracy end?" He said, "All things end in time." Bars. He said, Cat only knows so much. He doesn't know past his pay grade. Ryan is sick, but he clearly has more connections to people that has power. You Sneeko and Fit are goats. Because you talk about Fresh and Fit and Sneeko. He said, "Wow, a lot to unpack there." Facts, bro. Facts. It was so much at a time. Like your therapist, so you're seeking therapy, and it's like, well, my dietitian told me, fucking drink lard, drink butter. It's good for you. It's made by God, and it should be against the law for them not to allow you to drink butter. Like, bro, it's against the rules to smoke weed because that's the rules, bro. Like, what the fuck? Ryan Garcia thinks he's a freedom fighter because he wants to smoke weed before his boxing match. Can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up. He said, "Personally, I feel like there's some truth to antidepressants and psychedelics." Yeah, there has been some research, but it's still fresh. It's not enough overwhelming evidence for a therapist to be recommending it. It would normally be like alternative where you talk to a friend or somebody who has tried it and it worked for them. He said the heavy trips can help you move past shit. SSRI is the pain meds that for the mind seldom address the root cause. He said, but Garcia is boozing and on some shit. Facts. So, like I said, I don't think this fight was happened. You got Ryan Garcia who's drinking on the live and making a case, being a true freedom fighter for why he can't go out there and smoke weed before the biggest fight in his career. And I think this shit is silly. But on top of that being silly, um, I don't think the fight should persist. Devin Haney won't get credit. Ryan Garcia's taken away from the fight by doing all these antics because people are like, "What the fuck? You're a boxer, bro. This is not a versus battle where you're gonna go up there and perform your greatest hits, and then there's no real winner. You're gonna take physical punches to your head. This ain't thumb wrestling, bro. I don't even think Ryan Garcia could win a slap contest. You know how Dana White owns that slap business? I think Ryan Garcia would get slapped to sleep in a slap contest at this point in his career. So I don't even want to see the fight at this point. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. I don't think he could even participate in the fight. I think he's so superstitious that he even talked about God giving him the power to put people to sleep. He touched his girlfriend and she went to sleep. Then he touched his baby and he went to sleep. And that's the night that he put Luke Campbell to sleep. So what if you're that superstitious in a fight where the game is mostly mental, then what happens when you hit Devin Haney and he don't go to sleep? Oh man, you're gonna lose faith. You're gonna stop believing, and you're not really training as seriously as you can. You out there doing stuff like they say. He said, "All lies, drugs kill." He said, "All right," with Reggie Owens, told everyone from the jump that Ryan Garcia brain was gone, and that Bill Haney and Devin Haney fucked up, letting Ryan Garcia run back to them after he played them. That's facts, Reg. After he pulled out to go fight Rolly, they shouldn't have even wasted their time. But hopefully they have somebody on ice, bro, because I don't think he said Garcia is a troll. He's not trolling, bro. That guy's dead ass. Like, what do you get? How is it a troll drinking on your live, bro? Like, I've seen people troll. Rolly's a troll. Ryan Garcia needs help. Do you think with everybody becoming expensive now with food and the economy, people should start learning how to farm and raise their own livestock? Me, I wouldn't mind learning myself. I ain't gonna say I know how to do that, but I mean, I grew up in the country, bro, and I grew up around pigs and all that other stuff. So I'm always gonna be in favor of that. But the anti-government people, bro, they think Second Amendment rights, I carry my gun, and they got drones, brother. They control the water. They control how much chemicals go in the water. They control the air we breathe, brother. It's like they're so the older we get, the older that the generations keep going and keep perpetuating the American fucking system and globalism and all that stuff around the world, the more powerful that they get and the less power that the American citizens have. So they can make a futile effort to make them give them the illusion that they have free will and the illusion that they could do something to the government. The ultimate reality is, like I told that guy up there, if there are elites and they control the world's banking system, all the resources in the world, they control everything and they've existed forever. Because the Salem witch trials, Harvard existed back then. Harvard goes back that fucking far to the Salem witch trials. So if they're all powerful, there's nothing you could do. You with a laptop is not going to do anything. But you can grow your own food, brother. You can get your own livestock. But in the case of an emergency, bro, they're gonna come and take that shit, and there's nothing you can do. When people think guns are gonna, they have a drone that they can fly and drop bombs over your head, bro. That's silly. Said, to be fair, Mr. Scholar, sir, but psychoanalyst is this day considered alternative form of medicine. Psychoanalysis is psychoanalysis is to this day considered alternative form of medicine. That's what I said, bro. Anyway, he said, shit, I didn't even think of that. What if a lot of it is honesty for show? So much of the fight game is now sensationalism, selling the fight, all this bull with Paul brothers, yes, and social media, yes, bro, yeah. He said Ryan should take a holistic approach, consider all the aspects of his life to endure his mental well-being. I don't even think holistic will help him at this point, bro. He needs help. He needs intervention, bro. He needs to stop worrying about boxing for a little bit. Surround himself with people who ain't gonna be on the phone while you're having meltdowns, bro. That would be the equivalent of you around your family having a seizure, right? A seizure is uncontrollable. It's something that's happening in the brain that you can't control, and them just being on their phone like, nah, he always does this, just scrolling, bro. Like they don't have a care in the world, bro. I would hate to. That's one thing I pray in life that I never have. People around me with that level of I don't give a fuckness, bro. I want people around me that. Shit, my bad. Accidentally turned up. But I want people around me that actually give a fuck, bro. I don't want to be surrounded by that. But now bear with me. The screen is kind of small. Shakur Stevenson tweeted Devin Haney and said that, Ryan's not looking like he's gonna fight and that he would step up. He said, when shit really hits the fan and the bombs drop and it's all hell for the average Joe, all the 1% just going to be jetting off to their bunkers in Antarctica or Mars. Hilarious. Said Ryan Garcia is not selling nothing for the fight, and everyone involved is upset because the revenue is trash because of his mental health. Agree, Reg? Agree. So Shakur Stevenson, I might have to click this twice because it's small on my screen because I'm doing it from my phone, but bear with me. We're gonna get there. Shakur Stevenson vowed to step up and take the place of Ryan Garcia, which is stupid because Devin Haney was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson long before this. So he said, oh my God, I can't even see that shit. Let me see if I can find something that I cannot even see that shit. Oh my God, it looks like gibberish. Oh my God, my eyes are way too bad for that shit. Hold on, bear with me. Let me see if I can find something else. Because that's awful. Hold on. If y'all can hear me, I'm reading along. It says, damn, I reached out to Bill and didn't get a reply, but we would love to step in, especially in New York. We would sell. Could y'all hear me just now? If y'all can hear me just now, I can read it off the back screen and play it again. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I might have to screenshot it. Oh, shit, you can hear me. Okay, well, shit, let me play it back then. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Bear with me. Here we go.
Somebody sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog-tied her. I don't know how to hog-tie people. What would I hog-tie?
No, I'm just fucking with you. I just fuck with you. Here go the real shit. That's crazy. They thought R. Kelly was a truth teller. Anytime it's a person that's on the side of the elites that gets goes and commits a crime, we got to protect them because Hollywood's attacking them. But they're complacent and participating in Hollywood and all their sickness. Why would they attack them? It doesn't make any sense. They're like there's no sense to be made out of the fucking fucking what you call it, the conspiracy theorists. It's at the beginning of the amateur boxing career. How do you think someone should balance work and training? It's up to you, bro. You got to make sacrifices. In the words of Mike Tyson, bro, it's a lonely world. It's a lonely path that you choose, the path of a fighter, bro. And I don't know. It's whatever you're willing to sacrifice. What could you afford to lose? Because you're gonna sacrifice now to benefit in the long run. So it just depends on you. He said, Chappelle, hey man, for all I know, that piss could have been digital. Fucking hilarious, bro. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Let me play this shit. I don't know what a hog tie. That's Karma's favorite drug. What would a hog tie? All right, we start it over. He said, damn, I reached out to Bill and didn't get a reply, but we love to step in, especially in New York. We would sell out. It's a big fight. That's what Shakur Stevenson said to Devin Haney. The Boxing Kingdom suggested it. He said, so basically, I bring nothing to the table because of bad performance, but y'all and Regis and Loma fight were after bad performances. Yeah, okay, Bill, you can trick the fans and hide who you are, but you can't trick me, my guy. This is Shakur Stevenson. And then he put a flexing emoji. Damn, come on. Shakur ain't made a single fight happen. Not one real fight yet with nobody at all because Bob makes his fights happen, not him. I wouldn't waste my time negotiating or even talking to that dude ever again in life. He can take his BS energy and work with someone else. Because remember, they were supposed to negotiate. And Shakur said, I smell pussy. All right, so please tell me y'all heard all that because I had to go on the back screen to read that shit. Said, yeah, Reggie, they're going to have to give away a lot of these tickets for free. And the only advantage of it is being on the zone is that they don't disclose their pay-per-view numbers. So they'll lie and say it did good. Facts, bro. They'll come out there with tears in their eyes like, yeah, did good. If it did good. I put my wife on offer up, but yeah, it did good. But yeah, I agree, bro. He said, Scholar. Bro, get the fuck out of here. You didn't hear nothing? Oh my god. I read all that shit and y'all didn't. See, they already got a hold of the stream, the elites. They was like, this motherfucker's talking about Ryan Garcia. Press that button. I read all that shit. Y'all didn't hear nothing. He said, Scholar, when are you going to turn pro in boxing? I don't know, bro. He said, no, I didn't hear a thing. That's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, it's a wrap for the Haney Garcia fight. Didn't hear a word. I hope y'all trolling me, but y'all didn't hear a word, bro. I read all that shit, speed reading and shit, and y'all didn't hear nothing. Basically, Shakur, I could fucking paraphrase this shit. Basically, Shakur Stevenson said he wanted to step in for Ryan Garcia. And Bill Haney said, why would I allow you to step in when you're not a boss, basically? Bob Arum is how you negotiate fights on Twitter, but you don't make them happen. So why would I continue to go back and forth with you on Twitter? Like, if I want to negotiate a fight with you, I'll talk to Bob Arum. And Shakur said, I smell pussy. Then Devin Haney responds and was like, you just signed a deal with Bob Arum for 3 years for $3 million. You should have took the 25%. That 25% is looking real nice now, ain't it? Basically, is what he was saying. And they were basically calling Shakur's bluff. And Shakur was like, yeah, y'all scared of me, basically. I ain't finna go back and forth. I'm here to stay. That's basically what he said. He here to stay. And he know that they scared of him and they ducking him. Sounds like ducking to me. It's like, what the fuck? And he told Ryan, Devin told him, you're focused on everybody but the people. Like he said, you using my name, you mention my name like all the time, like to get clout chasing. But you don't even mention the people who you're in your own weight class that you could fight. He called him a hater, bro. That's facts. He do be hating on Devin Haney. Said no, didn't hit a word. He said, notice you didn't have the problem until Illuminati Reggie. Oh shit. You fucking right, KP. You fucking right, KP. What the fuck? He broadcasted that shit to them, bro. He said, see, KP, he brought the Illuminati into the chat. Facts, bro. Watch, you go about to see a message that say Illuminati has entered the chat. But yeah, so yeah, man, that's all I had to cover today. This was gonna be a short live. But there's some other things I want to talk about. Remember, I told you I didn't that I was gonna risk a live for entertainment. I thought they might get me for the Dillian Whyte shit, and I thought they could possibly get me for the shit on for the show next. But look, man, I got 0 strikes. I can afford 1 strike, bro. Especially it's because it's for educational purposes. You ask me, would a country ever get taken over by a dictator, bro? Absolutely, bro. I just watched the people storm the White House on January 6th. Storm Capitol Hill, not the White House. Storm Capitol Hill on January 6th for a fair election. And then I looked back on the news, and this is what those people had to say.
President Trump attacking the First Amendment and freedom of the press.
You take the writer and or the publisher of the paper, a certain paper, and you say, who is the leaker? National Security. And they say, we're not going to tell you. They say, that's okay, you're going to jail. And when this person realizes that he is going to be the bride of another prisoner very shortly.
He says, can't you just shoot them? Just shoot them in the legs or something. And he's suggesting that that's what we should do, that we should bring in the troops and shoot the protesters.
The commander-in-chief was suggesting that the U.S. military shoot protesters.
Yes, in the streets of our nation's capital. That's right.
Very simply, if you rob a store, you can fully expect to be shot as you are leaving that store. I only want to be a dictator for 1 day.
I'd rather have Donald Trump as a dictator for 4 years. Absolutely.
This country needs a dictator. I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
He could stand on the front steps of the White House and commit murder, and I'm with him.
If he says it, then I'll go with it. And if he wants to be a dictator, then so be it.
So be it. You can't make this shit up, bro. They're talking about a fucking president. Bro, oh my God. These motherfuckers at the Trump rally walk around draped up in fucking flags on their shoes, flags on their joggers. They probably even have a flag cock ring around their dick, bro. Who the fuck knows? Those people walk around who are the party of the freedom-loving American, we're not gonna take it for the people, by the people. That's the party of the real America. The real America. And they're talking about electing a dictator, that America needs a dictator. You cannot make this shit up, bro. I think the Constitution is really clear on dictators. You know what I mean? They don't want them. Checks and balances. Did you fucking fall asleep during Schoolhouse Rock? Did you not? Like, what the fuck? I don't understand it, bro. I do not understand it. Yeah, so if he said, and that's why Trump will never win. Reggie, I disagree with you on that, bro. Joe Biden, I mean, it's obviously, it's got some cognitive shit going on, bro. And Joe Biden is feeble. In the words of Joe Rogan, Joe Biden's like a fucking flashlight that's just flickering at this point. You know what's crazy? If you worked a regular job, right? If we work, let's say everybody in the chat, we all at fucking Amazon warehouse, right? Amazon warehouse. And we had somebody that was the age of Joe Biden or Trump, bro. We would be trying to convince them to retire, go enjoy retirement. Retirement age is 65. You know what 65 is for a president? a president in their absolute fucking prime. That's a prime candidate to rule the fucking nation, bro. You can't make this shit up. Why? Why do we'll never experience change with somebody over the age of fucking 60 running the country, bro? But they look at them like, oh, it's a viable candidate, Trump. You know what I mean? We got Trump, old ass. Either way, if Trump wins or Joe Biden wins, they're gonna break the record that both of them set for being the oldest president. Like, you cannot make this shit up. This is crazy to me, bro. And this is exactly why I don't vote. But I tell you what will get me up out of my bed to vote. Cause see, I don't withheld my vote as a political statement and the words of George Carlin, because I could go up to people and say, when Trump fucks up or Biden fucks up and say, look what you did. Look at the mess you caused. Meanwhile, I was in bed on election day. You caused this. You did this to me. You're responsible. But with that being said, I'll tell you what'll get me up out of my bed and make me go vote. You know what will make me go vote? If they put this on first off, TikTok, right? TikTok has to be on the ballot, bro. They talking about getting rid of TikTok, and I just ain't having that shit, bro. I like the tick and I like the talk. Check it out.
Which, to be clear, doesn't ban TikTok, but it does require that the Chinese company that owns TikTok, ByteDance, divest itself from TikTok within a period of a number of months by September of this year. Otherwise, the TikTok app could potentially be removed from app stores. So that is what
So basically what she was saying is they're not going to get rid of TikTok unless TikTok does the things that they want them to do, which is to open up and become more public and stop being so secretive, because they feel like TikTok is spying on us. And man, they can't get rid of TikTok, bro. They can't get rid of TikTok. It does so many beautiful things for us. Oh, wait a minute. That's X. That's X. X is where you can show the porn. Let's fuck it. Get rid of TikTok. Get rid of TikTok. I don't give a goddamn. I thought it was yeah. You're right. Fuck that. Get rid of TikTok. He said Joe Biden will win. All Joe Biden has to do is appoint the right people into all the departments he has. Trump is trash on me. Reg, I know you got the party bias, bro, and you put on your blue suit, bro. You know what I mean? But if you honestly think that Trump is gonna lose this election, bro, you smoking something, bro. The only reason Trump lost the last time he lost is because Trump did so horrible with the handling of COVID that he was arguing with the guy who he chose to head up with it. He came out and started brainstorming live, like, "Hey man, maybe we get the UV rays inside the body and ivermectin," and so many people was dying. And then it was just a lot of stuff Trump was doing that they was all right, enough is enough. But Joe Biden, who promised to get rid of student loans, he hasn't did shit. He hasn't did shit. And not only that, imagery is a real thing, right? Like history would be so much different if we had fucking imagery back in the fucking 1920s. You know what I mean? But there are people who look presidential. Joe Biden does not look president. Give a damn what nobody says. That motherfucker look feeble and old. If Joe Biden was if I pulled up at a McDonald's window and Joe Biden was the person that was taking my order, I would check my bag to make sure everything was in there, bro. He just has that. He said Trump is going to smash it. Red stop facts. He said, Scholar, would you rather have a president in their late 20s? Yes, than being Biden's age? Absolutely, bro. Said you withheld your vote as a political statement. That is just a disturbed statement. It's my choice. That's the thing, Mike. You get to do what you want to do with your vote, and I get to do what do you want me to do? Go right in Mickey Mouse? Because that's who I really wanted to vote for over these two guys. See, that's the thing. People want you to vote for who they think you. First off, it doesn't go by popular vote anyway, right? I have this argument with my auntie every year who thinks is the most important thing is the election. We didn't have presidents we agreed with and presidents we didn't disagree with. And then everything was look at Bush. They thought Bush was going to be the end of America, bro. As a matter of fact, they think Trump did so bad that if Bush ran against Trump, I think Bush would win. He'd have definitely had the popular vote. But yeah, my aunt tries to convince me every year to vote for the Democratic Party. And I tell her, I live in a state that goes red every year. Every year. It doesn't go by popular vote. It's an electoral college process. Why would I go waste my vote? I might as well just go piss in the desert while it's windy, bro, and try to hit a target. He said, Brandon, Brendan Washington, always right with Reggie Owens, has been right with everything politically. Track record on here against y'all is flawless. Well, Reggie finna lose now. He said, boxing conversation with Reggie Owens. Oh, I know Reggie. Hope you didn't attend any of them parties. That's fucking hilarious. He said, Kenny Porter's right hand, real elites don't attend parties. Hollywood parties are for the kiss asses. It's kind of got a point there. But he said Red's laughing. So look, check this out. Not I won't be I won't be I will vote, but not for the TikTok shit. What's gonna convince me, it ain't even black issues like y'all would think it is. If they put this on the ballot, because this just broke my heart, bro. This was sadder than watching Ryan Garcia up there drinking.
Largest adult entertainment websites has shut down services in Texas. Pornhub blocked access to its website after losing its lawsuit against Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
A new state law requires online porn distributors to verify ages to make sure all users are over 18.
Yeah, that's a great question. This law was actually signed by Governor Greg Abbott last June and was set to take effect on September 1st, but a pending lawsuit held things up until now.
It's being called a victory by Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton now that House Bill 1181 can partially take effect. This after major distributors of porn, including the Canadian porn giant Pornhub, sued the state over the bill for its age verification requirements.
There are less restrictive alternatives for accomplishing those ends.
The bill, as outlined, requires users in the state of Texas to provide a digital ID or comply with an age verification system that could include submitting a government-issued ID. The state says it's all in an effort to prevent minors from accessing pornography.
What the fuck is going on in America? We talk about, bro, I'm gonna be at them Trump rallies, bro. What the fuck whoever puts that on the ballot will instantly get my vote. If Joe Biden comes out there and talks about getting Texas to show porn up again, he will definitely have my undivided support, bro. That is fucking crazy, bro. And the fucking attorney general released a statement. He said in Texas, companies cannot get away with showing porn to children. If they don't want to comply, good riddance. What the fuck are they talking about? Bro, politicians kill me with this women and children shit, bro. So the only thing that you're gonna do is out people for liking clown porn. That's the only thing you can do, bro. It's like, so we just talked about Edward Snowden and how invasive they were watching through the cameras, bro. This is just more attempt to get more more of your freedoms taken away, bro. They want to know what porn you looking at, bro. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the movie Enemy of the State. You remember when Will Smith became an enemy? If you became an enemy today, bro, they probably crush you before it was over, bro. Like before it was over, bro. Like if they talk about the truth tellers, Cat Williams and shit, bro. If you were a real truth teller and you came out against the government, bro, they would just threaten to leak your clown porn addiction or your foot fetish. They're like, do you really want your wife knowing about you looking at feet and jacking off? We got video of you jacking off, and then we have the video of what you were looking at, and the feet had hair on it. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't go forward with this news that I have. That's crazy, bro. This is wild, bro. I don't even know what the fuck world I'm living in anymore. He said, DJ Rush, the boxing scholar fights like Emmanuel Williams. Look him up on YouTube. His fights versus John Rincon. That's fucking hilarious. Texas banned Pornhub. That's fucking crazy, B. I can't believe it. Just when I was starting to forgive Hot Wheels. Just when Hot Wheels did good on with the immigration, sending them to fucking New York so that they can go be with the people who act like their hearts were so big and they got unlimited resources, to call their hypocrisy. Just when Hot Wheels does something good like that, he goes and fucks it up by banning fucking Pornhub. We got to get that motherfucker. Him and Ken Cruz, Ted Cruz, we got to get both of those motherfuckers out of there. Said boxing conversation with Reggie Owens. Okay, Reggie, so you got past the level and now you're on the elite? Fuck it. That's hilarious. He said, I don't trust any politician. He said, Texas wheelchair spinner Governor Abbott said no Pornhub because his shit paralyzed. Oh, shit. Rez, now you try to get me fucked. I want no trouble. Greg Abbott, I want no trouble. He said he uses lotion for his wheelchair. Damn, that's fucked up. Shit, Reggie. Goddamn whole channel gone. Thanks a lot, Reggie. Thanks a lot, Reggie. But yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. That's I don't even know what the world is coming to anymore. I think that shit. I don't even know what to say. Like the sad part about it, see, it's positive and negatives to everything. I be telling my little homeboy Gus this because Gus be telling me about the younger women and shit. But like, thank God I already found my wife. I don't even know what the fuck is going on in the world with these young girls. I seen the other day a young girl went to a concert and the artist pulled her on stage and started freaking on her. And when he started freaking on her, the boyfriend was just sitting there looking. And she ended up leaving the boyfriend after that. He didn't even leave her, which makes more sense. She ended up leaving the boyfriend. I think she thought she had a shot with the dude. Maybe she might have slept with him that night, whatever the case may be. And then Kai Cenat, the famous YouTuber, Kai, he reached out to her for an interview and she said only if he pays her. I'm like, bro, what the fuck the world's coming to, man? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. So yeah, let me react to this last clip, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. I'm gonna get up out of here. Like I said, this live probably won't see the light of day, so I hope y'all enjoyed yourself, bro. I showed a lot of shit on here, news clips and etc. But I don't got no strikes, you know what I mean? So I can afford a strike. All you gotta do is not get another strike within months. So yeah, it is what it is. Or they might give me the option to remove it. So either way, entertainment, we gotta entertain, bro. We here to entertain. I know y'all might be at y'all jobs, etc., bro. I wish I had more people on the that hit the link so they could respond to this clip, because this clip is the probably the most controversial on here, and this might be the one they get me for. But like I said, fuck it. They died. Like Achilles, like fucking Brad Pitt. You remember he said he's big in Troy. He's big. I've never fought anyone like that. I wouldn't fight him, and that's why nobody will remember your name. That's what I say when I'm like, should I show this content? They might strike me, and that's why nobody will remember your name. That's how I feel about this clip. So anyway, moving on to y'all favorite topic, celebrities, the truth tellers, the Illuminati, eating babies. So moving on to that shit, Black China's mom was doing an interview, and she had something to say about Russell Wilson. Don't even know if y'all know who this is. I barely know who this is. I think she's lame. I think her daughter is having the same mental cry out that Ron Garcia is with his antics, with her antics. She went and got all of her plastic surgery removed, and she's back to her regular lips. She's back to looking like a normal person. You know what I mean? And that's her cry out. But her mom be really, really hard on her and thinks she's just full of shit. You know what I mean? And her mom be giving out advice. Like Charleston Whyte be trolling with his advice. Charleston Whyte, he trolls to get money to go to his causes. That's what he's done. And like Charleston Whyte's even starting to blur that character between his real life, because he was talking about the degenerate behavior of society and all this stuff. And this motherfucker was on Fan Bus, you know what I mean, and talking about fucking a whole bunch of girls. Like, bro, why are you presenting that ain't that part of the deterioration of society? Like, you contributing to it now. Like, you're getting lost in your own character. I get it's for the kids, but you're kind of getting lost. But Tokyo Tony, whatever the fuck her name is, she's kind of being like a character like that. Like, but she's actually serious. She ain't trolling. She's actually 100% serious at all times. Charleston White's funny than a motherfucker. But she had some things to say they asked her about Russell Wilson and Sierra, and she had some pretty interesting things to say. But he said, remember the Burger King Kids Club, and they had that cartoon character named Wheels? Craig Happy. That's fucking hilarious. But yeah, Tokyo has some things to say. Let's get into what she said. Check it out.
What is your thoughts on Sierra? You know, her husband Russell.
She is a weak link. She's a weak link. She's a weak link.
What do you find weak about her actions, her movements?
First of all, he is the main weak link. You cannot be unequally yoked like that.
Oh man.
You can't be that unequally yoked. They so unequally yoked. If y'all don't know what that means, we'll break it down later. They're too unequally yoked. You're into this Christian and church and trying to do the right thing and woo woo woo. Why you got a Hollywood hoe? You didn't fuck little Bow Wow girl and Future to go over here to marry this, and you supposed to change. You made a whole song. So Jesus, why you bring me this man? Did y'all hear the words? I could break the words down right now, but make y'all ass in here be on the floor laughing your ass off. I heard that, so I said, yeah, they got y'all like that. You gave more, Lord, let him be not let you be and let you bring this to why'd you even making a song like this? Let's start there. No, she's a Yeah.
I mean, so how do you look at Russell Wilson? Because he sat there and said,
he's a wuss.
Yeah, like God put me here to raise future sons.
He's a wuss. Ain't no God put you here to raise no man's son. A man supposed to be here to raise his own son unless he dead. Raise your own son, and your woman leave you, and that's a part of it. But he still ain't raising him. He's helping, assisting. You ain't raising shit. His mama is.
Yeah.
Period. And for a man to say that about another man, you wonder what's really going on.
Oh man. Well, the Broncos just let him go as of yesterday. Oh. So I don't know the future.
I'm gonna tell you what, the Lord probably said we're gonna stop giving you all this money from this hoe. No, I'm dead serious.
I know what's coming next.
If your husband or wife has changed their life around to the point of religion, to the point like I'm not gonna do this no more, I'm not gonna do that no more, and you still in the game, it's like me smoking and we dating. I smoke, you smoking with, I'm baby, you know, and you just blowing. And I'm like, damn, he blowing. All right, let me just take a puff. You feel me? No, he fucked up. She just getting her money. Because if you leave, I got 4 checks coming.
Okay.
How many babies? I got 4 fat ones. Okay. Again, 3 plus 1. Checks coming.
They coming.
Just look at these people. Look at these underdeveloped Negroes.
Oh man, so many things to unpack in there. She said a lot. Number one, where's Black China's daddy? Since you got all this fucking game and you so wise and shit. Where's Black China's daddy? Secondly, like I seen Tokyo on a fucking reality show where people was pulling up to date her. It's kind of like some Flavor of Love shit on Zeus. And she was fucking ratchet as shit. Like Black China's the daughter of a fucking stripper that feels like she's wise and knows the game because she's been abused by the game so many years. Still getting abused by it now, thinking she's taking advantage of it. Where's her marriage at? Like, where's her ring at? See, and that's the thing, bro. That crab in a barrel mentality, bro. People don't ever want you to leave. They'll tell you don't change up and change up them they damn self. And they want you to be the same so they could change. What the fuck? That don't even make any sense, bro. Like, bro, that shit is wild. I heard Slim Thug say something similar. Like, see, there's no way that Sierra could really love Russell because of she dated Future. What the fuck sense do that even fucking make? Russell takes better care of Future's son than Future does. Shouldn't we be encouraging this shit? She questioned that man's manhood. She insinuated that he was playing for the other team because he's raising another man's son. Like, you can't make this shit up. But Black China, everybody you dated that came throughout Black China's life was a stepdaddy and was around Black China. And let's be all the way honest, which is we talk about the shit. Black China probably behaves the way she behaves because you had the wrong person around her, and he probably sexually, if you look at the numbers, he probably definitely sexually assaulted your daughter. And that's why she's going through what she's going through mentally and fighting these demons and all this other stuff, because she feel like she never addressed it, or it's, you know what I mean, it's trauma that was never addressed properly. So, I mean, you worried about them. You didn't even supervise the company you probably kept around your kids, and you giving out marriage advice. This is what I always be stressing. I talk this offline about this with my friends all the time, and we talk about fucking the culture, and I tell them about how in other cultures marriage is a big part of their culture. Raising their women's to be wives is a big part of their culture. Raising their men to be stable husbands is a big part of their culture, bro. And ours, American culture in general, but mostly, I mean, you'll say mostly, but addressing ours specifically, that shit ain't even valued, bro. They look at Russell like a simp. Who the fuck would you want your daughter to date? Future or Russell? It's pretty common sense, bro, at this point. I mean, if you want them to date Future, that's crazy. See, it shouldn't be offensive. If let's just say for a day I was a prophet of God, right? And I came to every black man who have a daughter, and I say, I'm gonna put a man in your daughter's life that's gonna be the man that you was to the women growing up. If that's an insult, you wasn't living right, homie, growing up. Because if somebody told me that would be a compliment. Okay, she's gonna get somebody that love her correctly. Russell Wilson is, regardless of what you think about him being corny or Sierra being the idea that Black China being a hoe and her mom being a fucking active hoe at the old age that she's at, she gotta at least be fucking late 50s, early 60s, still a fucking hoe, got gray hairs on her pussy, still a hoe, is out there trying to give advice and judging Sierra for being a hoe. What fucking part of the game is this? Is this overtime? Did we make it to overtime yet? Because I don't get it. I don't know how the fuck Black China's mom is allowed to judge anybody for any amount of time for any reason for being a hoe. You cannot make this shit up. Like your daughter has a sex tape. How many sex tapes Sierra got? You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, you cannot make this shit up. I don't understand Black people's problems specifically with this couple. They hate this couple. They hate on it repeatedly. They didn't even hate on Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian got a sex tape and got famous for being a hoe. And it's interracial dating, which Black people always claim that they're against. So it's two strikes against that couple, and they never rooted against that couple. But this couple, for every reason, bro, that every turn they always criticizing Sierra and Russell Wilson. You cannot make this shit up, bro. I think it's crazy, bro. This is what I always say when I say Black people are hopeless. It's because we got the self-destruction device inside of us, bro. We can't help but to destroy it. And anything that's positive, we destroy it. Think about it. Think about it in your neighborhood. If you had a drug dealer, but he was good-hearted, how long did he last in the game? You know what I mean? It's like we built to destroy anything positive, any positive imagery, anything that's different than us. We just dismiss it. Like, look, say what you want about Will Smith and Jada. They've been married longer than the average marriage in America. Black people, as a Black person, I've been to more funerals than I've been to weddings. I'm gonna say that again. I've been to more funerals than I've been to weddings. The same pastor. He just giving different sides of the script. He giving us the dark side, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, instead of sickness and through health. And I think that that's a problem, man. I think that's a serious problem. I think that, like, the fact that people are even entertaining this shit and giving her the platform to talk about Sierra being a hoe is just, it just hurts my head to even think about. He said kid farming. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. He said Tokyo is a former porn star. I was not aware of that, Reggie. That's even more wild that a porn star is coming out calling somebody a hoe and jealous. You know what it reminded me of? This is fucking hilarious. You know how they always be like, if a man sleeps with a whole bunch of women, he's the man. But if a woman sleeps with a whole bunch of men, she's a whore. Let me tell you how crazy that is. Women judge harder than men, right? Because a man would still fuck a hoe. He'll still fuck a hoe, right? He'll just label her as a hoe. He won't draw the line in the sand and put her in a box so he knows exactly where she stands. Women will be dismissive of her, try to shame her, guilt her, and talk about her and ridicule her until she doesn't have the position or talk her out of a position or talk her out of opportunity, which is what Blac Chyna is essentially doing in that video. She's hating on him. She's mad that she didn't get saved. So because she didn't get saved, she don't feel like Sierra got saved. Or if she did get saved, quote unquote, she really ain't changed. She's faking like she's changed. That shit is wild to me. Like I said, women judge more harshly than men. Women, the enigma of a woman is a woman wants to be free to judge other women. They want to be free of judgment. They don't want you to call them a whole judgment for their past, but they'll judge women more harshly. You pay attention that I told you that. Ask a woman about another woman. They will give you the most harshest description ever known to man. They don't want that. Look, they okay with being around the hoes until they get a man. When they get a man, they're not bringing the hoe around their man, especially because they know how much of a hoe is. If that ain't judgment, I don't know what is. They judge women more harsher than men. And like I said, man, we got to stop this bullshit. We got to stop, bro. We got to stop letting porn stars talk about somebody who ain't a statistic, ain't a single mom, you know what I mean, is married to a financially stable dude. We got to stop letting people throw stones at them. And in the words of the conspiracy theorists, Black people, we got to protect Russell Wilson and Sierra at all costs. Because this shit is getting crazy. We got porn stars who's not married, who's on reality shows, which is fucking the degrading the Black people and fucking through media. All they think we do is fight, talk loud, and have piercings and go to the strip clubs. Those people are judging Sierra. Can't make this shit up. Said, do you want your daughter to date Cat Williams or Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry's gay, and Cat Williams is mentally disturbed. So I say none of the above, Isaiah. But yeah, man, that's a good episode, man. I wanted to say today was my cousin's birthday that passed away. So happy birthday, cuz. Gone but not forgotten, man. Can't believe my cousin. It's not a day that goes by that I don't think about, like, damn, man, I would call my cousin and talk to him about this. I talk to him about that. Some of the same shit we talking about today on the panel, the politics shit. But yeah, man, I miss my cousin. But hey, man, appreciate the people that you got, the loved ones. I know life will take time, your personal time away. You know, the more money you make, the more personal time you have to give. So, but just try to make a little time for the people. Nobody's permanent, bro. Everybody got an expiration date. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Shit, this episode probably won't fucking last. Like I said, I showed a lot of content today, but either way, it was worth the risk. I love coming to kick it with everybody. You know what I mean? And shit, we finna turn up. We finna show these dudes how to actually do this shit and remain a real RN. Black people know what that means, a RN. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody that pulled up. Dylan Whyte sucked. I might go back and timestamp it, you know, with the politics and etc. But appreciate everybody pulling up. I said, we're your cousins now. Hilarious. Carmen, that's some Illuminati ass shit right there. What you mean we're your cousins now? I'm pretty sure when you get initiated, Carmen, that's what they say. We're your family now. But nah, I appreciate you, Carmen. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. But yeah, this is a song I'm about to play, man. So happy birthday, cousin. Rest easy. All right, peace, everybody.
Mike, Francois Botha, 6-1 underdog. Are there any concerns on your part?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about numbers. I just know what I can do.
How about
kill this mother? Well, it. It's a fight. So whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off.
10 toes down, ends don't lie, I need mines right now. I took my time, put it all on the line. Swallow my pride and still can't be denied. I been about mine, 10 toes down, ends don't lie, I need mines right now. I took my time, put it all on the line. Swallow my pride and still can't be denied. Heard pussy niggas talking, saying Kingston just an old nigga. 10 toes down, that nigga Kingston still fold niggas. Never been no hoe nigga, just watch the money tree grow bigger. And I be goddamn if I depend on hoes like a nothing ass little broke nigga. Ain't no respect, yeah the game switch. Most of these niggas be shameless. Type of niggas be ducking fights, but then put your hands on your main bitch, that's some lame shit. Same niggas that I came with, that CBD Marvin, that FOFK say fucking nigga, that's the same clip. Wouldn't switch it up and wouldn't change shit. Fuck boys got the game bent, talking down like he can't be touched, but a nigga like me make it famous. Gotta follow up and get back to business. Got that hard white, that's that catchy grip and go all night just to stack commission. If I fall, might just have to slap the clip and y'all sound live, but it's a fact of fiction. Full paper chase, that's my active mission. Stay hustle mode, never slacking with. Stay on code about that action, nigga. Get the clapping, nigga. Just the 80s, baby. That's the crazy thing. Niggas quick to hop up on the gravy train, trying to ride my wave. I'm too wavy, man, and I never let a bitch nigga play me, man. 10 toes down, ends don't lie. I need mines right now. I took my time, put it all on the line. Swallow my pride and still can't be denied. I been about mine, 10 toes down, ends don't lie. I need mines right now. I took my time, put it all on the line. Swallow my pride and still can't be denied.